You are now about to witness
Knicks real talk, just enter the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual facts. It's your man, the brand is hands on, going hard like calluses. Who style this? Aiming at your mental with the game analysis. On a pregame show, read the script, you know we get it like crypto. In the rip though, I cyber decrypted, we locked them from the get-go. On the Knicks show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT drip club leading up the tip off. We fuel by confidence, put your Nick content in beast mode like my charm. We a cheat code, we roll the ball too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Prior to Knicks going to the wire. Hit the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, career popped up from the third eye. You heard why? It's the number one pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your bro to the link that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding in the orange blue skies. In Metropolitan, we connecting the vets go wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms and fast and fast asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Nick shit assassin.
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
Yo, salute. We back in the building with another one, ladies and gentlemen. In the words of my brother Shy Power, hit that note, my man.
How can I say goodbye to what we had for all the good times we I forgot the rest of the song, but you know where I'm going with
The
that.
artist did a goodbye to yesterday, ladies and gentlemen.
It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
In other words, ladies and gentlemen, salute to my man Mitchell Robinson, man. Mitchell Robinson, obviously, that's the biggest elephant in the room. We talked about it. We're going to talk about it till we blew on the face. Ladies and gentlemen, the brother is now officially in the Boston Celtics green, ladies and gentlemen. That is crazy, man. A lot of stuff going down in the NBA. Obviously, the big blockbuster trade, they can call it blockbuster. Jaylen Brown of Philadelphia, Paul George over there. It's a lot of stuff to get into talk about. We can get it, but you know we're gonna handle our business as New York Knicks fans. First, salute to the chat. First and foremost, good to the sisters out there, Mr. OG, Miss McGyver. What's good, Geraldine? I see you, sister. Appreciate you being a member too, for real. I never forget to tell you how much we appreciate you, Miss Geraldine, being a supreme member. And of course, Queen Darlene, Miss Brian. What's good? What's poppin', sister? What's good? Obviously, Dion, Dave Hoff. What's up, DH? Dave Hoff in the building. Big Task, my brother. What's good, Dave? AP was good. It's good. Rasu was popping. Coach was good. Coach, good to see you, my man. What's good? Salute to everybody in the building, man. Vinyl Soul, my man, I see you. Listen, man, it is what it is. We kind of seen this coming in a nutshell because of this salary thing and all that. But salute to my man, Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson, thank you for being doing what you did for us for the last 8 years, man. You had some peaks and valleys through your NBA career, injuries here and there, but you know you came through in the biggest time we need you in the playoffs this year to get that championship. So I got a lot of interesting scenarios about why they didn't bring them back and things like that. We'll dive into all that, but you know, first just want to shout out Mitchell Robinson. Thank you for being the block that's in New York, man, for 8 years, man. But
I'm glad you got a ring before you left.
Yeah. Like we say, man, we kind of always talked about this a lot, that you're gonna lose a player because of the CBA. It just was inevitable, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not too mad. I'm not too concerned that he went to the ops, because you know why? He had to get the money where he can get it, because the market was drying up. You know what I mean? Shot Powell wasn't allowed to take it out there. A lot of guys were getting signed to teams. So obviously he had to react to the first team was willing to give him the money. Because, like I said, a lot of guys were signing other guys, so he had to take the opportunity that he got. And I'm not mad at him. Go get your money, go get your paper. It's all good. You know, like the most important thing that you helped deliver a championship to New York after 53 years of a drought. So, you know, I'm happy for you, my man. Thank you for being part of this thing. You know, like I said, you know, now we're gonna really hack and miss you now.
Back.
Right. So, but other than that, man, salute everybody and congrats, Mitch, getting your bag, man. It's understandable, my man. For real, for real. You can't turn down the money when you at the level that he at. You know, with his injury history, shot powers, and not knowing how long this thing could last for you because of the way you play and all that. I guess he had to go do what he had to do. And like I said, we deal with the money thing when it comes to why the Knicks didn't do it. But there's a lot of variables in there as well. Why I see why they didn't do it. Chop out. What's your thoughts, man, on Big Mitch going to the Celtics, my man?
For me, I can't blame Dolan. Dolan took the blunt for Leon Rose, in my opinion. I think he came out and said that knowing that we couldn't get Mitchell Robinson because we going to pay $15 million for Mitchell Robinson would have ended up being $85 million. And I know he's a billionaire and all that other stuff, but I mean, I hate when I lose $1 if it fall out my pocket. When I drop a penny on the street, I stop people so I can pick my penny back up. And I ain't no penny pincher, but I'm just saying, $85 million compared to $1. Oh, you know what I'm trying to say. But I think that's one of the roles that they went at it. They put Dolan hasn't really been so much in the chat and all that stuff. So he interjects himself back into the media now, and Mitchell Robinson is going because he doesn't want to pay because he knew what the price was going to be. It's going to be like he was paying Mitchell Robinson $60 million this year. You know what I mean? $60-70 million for a year per year that they stayed in the tax. So, you know what I mean? It came down to it, man. And I think they tried to get him back, but they just didn't see that it was feasibly fit. You know what I mean? And let's not say Dolan is cheap. So Dolan has rolled with the New York Knicks all this time, giving all this money, paying. Hey, let me say this also, and this is my fandom. I'm just saying this. Dolan was one of the first, if not the first, owner that hired he hired Perry and freaking the other dude. Remember that? You know what I mean? Nobody had no GMs and all that black. Nobody had this. So let's not downgrade Dolan. Yeah, Dolan stayed out of the mix, but my fandom, I think Dolan came back in just to take the brunt off of Leon Rose. Yeah, I say no, we ain't going over the thing. Leon Rose always say, yo, if we got to get Mitch, man, we're going to have to go over. All right, I'll take the blunt of it. Let me go out there and say something out my mouth because I don't go out and say much. So let me take all the brunt of it because everybody hate me anyway. So that's my fan. That's how I think anyway. I think he took the brunt for Leon Rose because Leon Rose got back everybody who we didn't get back. We got back Shamman. We got Alvarado. I mean, who we missed? I mean, Hunker Purdy went somewhere else and Mitchell Robinson. So we got to go look for some bigs now. So we got a little bit of cash. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, real talk. You know, another point I think people we probably missing might not be so much on the court related. You got to remember, but this was expected, shot. But we did talk about this at the beginning of the year when they didn't stop Mitchell Robinson. We talked about this early in the year. They was like, normally when the Knicks don't sign them guys when they eligible, they're not gonna sign them. I mean, we literally said this when we blew in the face on this show. Like when Knicks don't sign them guys to their extended 9 out of 10, they not coming back. But here's another scenario that's interesting to me. The reason why Dolan did not want to give from 80 to 120 million in luxury tax, because remember, ladies and gentlemen, he's the only one on that whole board of the NBA owners who voted against the way that revenue sharing is going. He feel like, why should I give up all this revenue when I got these other bum teams paying the same amount of revenue I'm making and they not doing what I'm doing? James Dolan, he like, I'm not giving Adam Silver them this money because he don't like that shit. He like, why I got to pay all this money to New York Knicks because we were the number one profitable franchise in the NBA. Why am I got to give up all this money and these other guys who not making the money that I'm making don't. So that's why I think my man Jane Doe didn't want to go into that luxury tax. He not giving Adam Silver that money. He like, you want me to give y'all 120 million just for me to give my man 15 million. And that's one scenario. I think that's the biggest scenario is that Jane Dolan was beefing with the NBA all last year and the year before because of that revenue sharing. So he like, damn, y'all gonna take my money and I gotta give y'all 100-something million because I'm going over the second apron. Jane Dolan ain't having that. And I understand why he did it. I do understand it because, like I said, like teams who ain't doing good, why I gotta give up the same money, why they gotta get the same revenue sharing I'm getting. And they ain't even putting out the money like I'm putting out. I mean, he did sign Victor Robinson to extension. It ain't like he didn't do it. He gave him 4 years, $60 million. And under all that, remember, he only played a couple of games. Last year, Mr. Robinson missed 65 games. The year before that, he missed a couple of games. The year he got his bag, that was the most he played, 72. But the year before that, he only played 17 and 18. I get it. I do understand. Yeah, I get it, man. But at the same time, and another reason why I don't think they wanted to go over that cap too, is because
they can move.
You can't make the moves you want to make. You can't sign people for cash. Yeah, you can't. It handicaps you. It handicaps you because of what you could do. And I guess they probably felt like, you know what? I don't want to go here because we can't afford it. You know, but I think they're gonna be all right. It's some guys, quality guys out there. I mean, shit, for the vet minimums, they can go get, let's say hypothetically, Bagley and Richards, or this guy and that guy for 2.5 or whatever, and still got about $3 million under the cap. You know, hypothetically, you know what I mean? So I think, you know, it was Dolan. Dolan had to do what he had to do because he felt like Adam Silver and them was stiffing him. At least stiffing the guys like them. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and so it's basically what it is, man. But you know, no matter what, we still Knicks fans, and we just got to bring somebody in here who's going to be able to do the things he do. There's some couple of guys out there, shot power, that can come in here. They might not beat Mitchell Robinson, but they can address some rebound issues. They might, you never know. Let's see how it goes. You know what I mean? Because the East is kind of crazy right now with all the moves that's going on. But even with Philly doing what they doing, I still don't think they could beat the Knicks. I still don't think.
And let's be clear. You know why Boston got Mitchell Robinson? Did we sitting here not paying attention while Boston went out there and paid Mitchell Robinson that money real quick? You seen what Mitchell Robinson did to Wemby in the playoffs this year, especially the last game? Did you see what he did? They said, yeah, man, Mitchell Robinson, he ain't gonna be with the Knicks. We need him just in case we beat the East. We need a Mitchell Robinson to help us with Wembanyama. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what I think anyway. My fandom, I'm crazy though. I'm a little cool sometimes. My fandom, I think that's what they thought. Oh, Mitch they ain't gonna sign him. Let's give him a $15.5 million. You know what I mean? For his, you know, maybe they might even be giving him more up front. They might give him 18 and download his contract. But whatever, you know, it is what it is. I'm glad he got what he deserved. He deserved to get more than Jokic and all these guys that was getting $12 and $11 million. So yeah, he for me, my fandom watching him. I mean, this year. Yeah, this season, you know what I mean, that we won the championship. Yeah, he deserved that $15 million. So I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Alka Purdy for getting $3 million. You know what I mean? Because the Knicks was going to sign him back probably at 2.5, but he got a 1-year deal for $3 million. I mean, $3 million is $1 million more than what we was going to offer. 3.5, but it's like $1 million more than what we was offering. So you can't, like we talked about, we can't argue with somebody that want to go get a little bit of extra paper, man. You know what I mean? This is a business, but this is something that you work to get. So, you know, you want to work and get some money. You know what I mean? And an extra $1 million is an extra $1 million. That extra $1 million, but now he can hold on to his money, and that $1 million could go to taxes. You know, it might be even less taxes in Philadelphia than in New York. In New York, one of the biggest taxes ever in existence.
I like hey Parrish. I like that. I like that. That chat. Parrish said, listen, Dad, now we can't sweep Philly is Knicks at 5. Right. Facts. Because let me tell you something. Both of them teams is an ankle twist or a knee injury away from. I don't care what they did with Jaylen Brown and Maxey and them. Let Joel Embiid go down. It's a wrap. And that can happen. You know what I mean? I think what they did real quick in Boston, even though I think Boston got the worst of the deal, here's what I think they did with the Jaylen Brown thing. They had to get rid of him because of the atmosphere. Right. Boston don't own their arena. They can't pay Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum for the next 3 or 4 years. Here's why I think they did that with Paul George. Paul George got 2 years, around 110 million. Jaylen Brown got
300.
I'm talking about left on his contract. He got 3 years at 160 or 170.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he got another 60 million a year more than what's my name? Paul George does.
Yeah.
So we could say 60 million doing the deal, because I'm gonna tell you, Boston ain't like, it ain't like, even when they had kept Jaylen Brown, they ain't beat the Knicks anyway. They might not beat Miami. They might not beat a lot of teams. So they might, you know what? We'll run with this thing. Maybe Jason Tatum and Derek White and Paul George stay healthy. They gonna knock on wood. Hopefully they can. But I just don't think that, you know, it don't affect us. You know what I mean? It really, I don't care what both of them teams. They ain't fucking with the Knicks. I don't care who they brought in here. I don't feel he got Jaylen Brown. That's fine. They still ain't beating the Knicks. And they got a little better. I mean, that front office that they bought in Philly, once they got rid of Hinkie and all them, they making some good moves. But until I don't think that you putting Jaylen Brown, switching him with Paul George, that you would, other than an injury situation, I don't think that's that's almost like a wash to me in a sense.
And on top of all of that stuff, we talk about these big teams that are starting to emerge in the East and all that stuff. These guys ain't played the game yet. These guys ain't got no corroborate. These guys don't know where to go and all this stuff. So the first 20, 30 games or so, these guys are going to be still trying to figure it out. With a great team against a lesser team, of course, with the name players that you have on your team, you should beat a lot of these teams. You know what I mean? But they don't know when to pass this guy. This guy's a big name player. This guy's a big name player. How they gonna get the ball around to Maxey, Edgecombe, now Brown, and Embiid? That's a lot of getting the ball around. I don't know. That's a lot of stuff that they got to figure out, in my opinion. And Boston, what they do? They just they took a guy that drives to the basket, what they don't do, and got him another shooter. Paul George is a shooter now. He ain't driving to the basket like he used to when he was 30, 29, 28. He's a jump shooter now. We seen that when we beat them this year. So they just went to be another jump shooter. You know what I mean? So I ain't scared. That don't make me nervous with them. I ain't nervous about them either.
Yeah. I'm not, ladies and gentlemen, because like I said, the Knicks is not done. They're not done, but you kind of seen this coming, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I think that the other night on the show, I put up some subliminal messages Mitchell Robinson put out there. It just wasn't feasible. Like I said, you go into that second apron, and let's say the trading deadline coming, you want to do something, but you can't make a certain move. You know that you probably could have wanted to make the team better. I really believe the Knicks gonna be fine. I just think it's gonna be fine. And I'm a Mitchell Robinson guy. That's my man. I love Mitchell Robinson, but you know what? We're gonna have to go out there and do it by committee. You bring in a couple of guys who you can go in there and get it done, and see how it goes. It's hard to replace a guy who one of the best offensive rebounders in the game with him and Steven Adams. It's hard to replace that. It's hard to replace a guy who could go out there and guard from the top of the key all the way around the whole perimeter. Mitchell Robinson could do all that. But now that he's not there, we got to find a couple of guys who can kind of play a role in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all.
Definitely got to get some guys to step up and stuff like that too. You know what I mean? And yeah, and another thing, like, you know, we know, you know, as fans, we know Mitchell Robinson, we know his history and stuff like that. Well, Mitchell Robinson signed that contract going to the second apron. I'm not saying, well, he get whatever. I can say it now. He get in there in the preseason, in the the pre-games and stuff before the season. He twists that ankle again. He out 4 to 6 months. You know, not saying it was going to happen because the Knicks did good for him. Watch how the Knicks did. They didn't give him a contract. We already said that, and they played him. They laid him off those games. You know what I mean? So he could be healthy for the whole season. He hasn't been healthy a whole season like this, except for that 72 game series. That was the year when he first got the bag. So he played all of this time with all these games back-to-backs and none of that stuff, so he could be available and makes his stock a little higher. And look what happened with his stock, 15 point something $million right now going to Boston. So salute to the New York Knicks for protecting him, babysitting him, keeping him on the bench when we didn't need to play him on these things. Now that he goes to these other to whatchamacallit, he might get out there and play 28, 30 minutes now. I mean, more like he might play back-to-backs now and stuff like that. Not saying that he's going to get hurt. And I don't want Mitch to get hurt, but you give him more time on the court, you put more stress on the foot, and they're not the New York Knicks medical staff. Just saying.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to me, man. Like I said, he had to go do what he had to do, ladies and gentlemen, and that's the bottom line. But it's not what to me is I see this coming last year. Like I see it coming at the beginning of the year. This is not a surprise to me. We knew that he wasn't coming back to the New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. We see the coming. It's like it wasn't like it was okay. No, when they did not extend Mitchell Robinson, you might not get a Mitchell Robinson, but there's a lot of Mitchell Robinson that can. He's not. How would I say? One of a kind.
We got to do more of the stuff. We got to do more of the stuff for Mitchell Robinson by committee. This is a perfect time for DOR to come over here and step up and grab 6, 7, 8 rebounds off that bench now. Now, I mean, whoever they get, Looney or this guy from damn, I keep forgetting this guy's name. Every time I think of this guy, I forget his name. From
Dallas.
The Charlotte.
Oh, you talking about
we got to trade.
Oh, you talking about D-Dot or whatever?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I always forget to say that dude.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, that dude. You know what I mean?
Richard, you got
his name was out there a little bit too.
Yep.
So even homeboy from Philadelphia,
Drummond,
he's available. So I mean, I ain't trying to say Drummond's gonna be all that stuff, but he still can defend, and he's still a rim protector, and he still grab rebound. Yeah. So you know what I mean, and he'll work out great on the New York Knicks. So I mean, I think he'll fit in. So
I think they're gonna be able to do some things. There's some guys out there, some quality guys out there. And I know the Knicks gonna do what they gotta do, man. Walter White was good. Walter was good, my man. I see you. Let me shout out the chat. It's gonna be John Rocks in the building. What's good, John? Dave Smith in the building. Walter White in the building. Craig McQueen in the building. What's good? Dave Haas, I spoke to earlier. Ron Mills, what's the deal? Is in the building. What's good, Ron? Salute to Womp Bag, everybody, man. Salute to JJ 47K. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Like I said, it's one of them happy but sad moments. You know what I mean? Like I'm a Mitch guy, but I understand it. Like I said, to me, I see this shit coming. It was literally the inevitable. I like, listen, sometimes you out time is time to go, it's time to go, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. No relationship lasts forever, unless it's a good one. And I just think that Mitch had to go do what he had to do best for him, because like I said, with the things he going through, and he got to get the money where he can get it. And I think the market was trying up for them guys. Like people say he had to go to Boston. It wasn't that he had to go to Boston. It was probably like, okay, where else I'm going to go? Where else can I go? I got to get it. Whoever offered me a bag, I better take, because if I don't take it, like look at right now, Jalen Doran ain't even signed yet. And you got to go get it while you can get it. I'm not worried about Boston Celtics. I'm not. But I'm glad Mitch got his bag, and I'm glad Mitch helped bring us a ring to New York. That's for sure. We'll see how it goes, man. We got to find a way to retool. You're right, Wambag. It's a business, man. That's what you really got to look at it like, Wambag. It's a business. It really is. But I was like 70-30 Mitchell Robinson wasn't coming back to New York. I mean, you literally could see it.
Yeah, you heard me. You heard me talking last night. 10%. I thought he was coming back. 100% my fandom. I wanted him back, but I knew he wasn't coming back, man. It was going to be too much of and it was ways to get him. Maybe with a $10 million deal, if Cat would have took the thing and all this other stuff, who knows what happened. But then now you're talking about we got 11 guys, maybe 12 guys, you know what I mean? And now we're trading 3 guys for 10, 11 million to give to Mitchell Robinson and get us up to 9, 10 guys now. I mean, now we got a harder way to get to 14. I mean, now we got a little bit of money. We got some options that they could do and stuff like that to bring 2, 3 guys in here. So let's see what happens. And we got some trade picks on the bench. You know what I mean? Just in case if it get hectic down towards the trade deadline, we got Kolek. You know what I mean? We got You know, we got Daddy A, we got, you know what I mean, we got Clarkson, we got not Clarkson, Alvarado. Like, I think he might even, I mean, not saying that they're gonna trade him, but we got a little bit of cap on the bench if we want to go trade, if we need something different or something like that. The Knicks are always working it out. Remember Yabusele? We don't even talk about Yabusele no more, but look what happened with Yabusele. So I'm not worried about what the Knicks are going to do and stuff like that. The one thing I'm happy about is now Mike Brown has some input of who he's going to get, because last year I don't believe he knew that Yabusele was going to be there. You know what I mean? I don't think he had no input in picking Yabusele. I think Yabusele came in before Brown was the coach. So at least now we got Brown here now, and if he wants to go out there, he knows somebody out there. He knows Looney. He played with Looney a little bit. Looney used to play with a couple of one or two of the guys on the bench or something like that. So maybe that might be the look. You know what I mean? The guy that could block shots, fill the middle, grab some rebounds. He's about 30 years old.
Yeah.
He's in our price range, and that means we could get another person if we get him for 2.5 or something like that. Something like that.
Well, real quick, let me show y'all guys right here. If you look on this board, look at some good name that's available on here. I just go to the centers. Obviously, the one center that's out there that's not signed yet, Charles Bassey. Who else I see out there center wise? Tony Bradley, who was with Atlanta Hawks. He's a journeyman out of North Carolina. He's available. Colin Castleton, he was with the Dallas Mavericks. But here's a guy you're looking at right here. 1 year, he only played 1 year, but Musa Casey from Dallas, he's available, restricted free agent. Jordan Clarkson might come back. Who never knows about that, but he's not a center. And I'm just going to put out the names out there that I know that's on this board that's available. If you look right here, who else we got out there that's available center-wise? Let me go. Y'all bear with me. Jalen Dorn, obviously, he ain't coming to New York. He hasn't signed yet. Like I said, he got Drew Eubanks, been around 8 years. He's out there with Sacramento. He's available. Let me see who else from the center spot that I think obviously one main name I know his name that I know we talk about on here a lot. You get right. You got Trey Jameson, the guy who know the system already. So you could give Trey Jameson the contract basically if the Knicks feel that he can fill in and do a hot party did. You know what I mean? So he's another guy that you can pencil in there. Let me go on and move up to some more. Lucian Orbich, not too familiar with his game. Who else out there? I'll run through this right quick. I know it gets boring after a while. But yeah, center Christian Kokolo. He's out there. Who else? You know what? I wonder what's gonna happen with Jonathan Kuminga. He's not a center, but who knows what he's gonna do. Other than that, let me see. You have center wise. Jericho Sims. Oh, he returned to Milwaukee. Never mind. He's going back to Milwaukee. Oliver Starr from Cleveland, center. Who else we got out there? Oh, yeah, Nick Richards. He's still available. Forward center, Dwight Powell. Veteran Quentin Post. Quentin Post is interesting. I think John Rock was just talking about him a few minutes ago. But Quentin Post is interesting out there. And Golden State, he can shoot the three ball, pretty strong young man. And not only he coming from an organization where he played around a bunch of talented players like Steph Curry, he's pretty much Mike Brown been out there as well. So guys like that, you never know. And the last bunch that I see out here on the free agent market that's available, that's about it right there. I think there's no more centers that I see. But anyway, so it's guys out there available and a couple of guys out there I like and I think are filling the air. But the main thing for me, ladies and gentlemen, the guys that are going to come in is pretty much in a backup role anyway. Like, you got to start a guy, but you got to make sure you're bringing the right guy. So if some reason, knock on wood, nothing don't happen to Big Cat or whatever the case may be, you got to have a guy who can coordinate. Obviously, you ain't going to be able to do a Big Cat do, but a guy who can maybe fill in for a couple of weeks or a couple of days or whatever the case may be, shot power, because injuries is a part of the NBA, not wishing them on nobody, but is a part of the NBA being injured. So we got to account for all that. But, you got Jeremy Shohan out there. I mean, like somebody just said, Luke Cornett. The Knicks going to do something. I guarantee you the Knicks going to do the right thing. I trust in the I roll them, man. They got us to where we at. And like you said, trades can happen. You just never know what happens out there. But I mean, like I said, for the amount of money these guys can really take, you just never know. You know what I mean? You go out there and get the best thing available, plug them into the system. Because sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, it's about the system, not about the player only. Like I'm gonna tell you, people might think Nick Richards might not be that good. It ain't that he might not be good. It might have been where he was playing at, and the coaches in the system and the players he playing around. Obviously, if you come to New York Knicks, to me, if you come to New York, Shot Powers, you coming around a well-defined system. You know what I mean? A bunch of players who might make you look a little better, because it's not like some of these guys come from these teams and the team they was on was bummy. You know what I mean? A bum team, and they didn't have guys around them who can make them better or this and that, whatever the case may be. But that's not the case coming to New York. So whoever they bring in here, they not only going to be getting better in practice, because you got to go up against Carl Effie Towns in practice every night, or every time you go to practice, or you got to go up against Anunoby every night. So what that's going to do is going to improve your game. You know what I mean? And you got good coaches around here who going to bring out the best things. So I'm not really too concerned about it. Like I said, we got a good foundation now in New York since we brought the Leon Rose regime aboard. We got a good foundation here. Now I think whoever they bring in, they're gonna get the best out of them. I can tell you that much. Like I said, you might can't replace Mitchell Robinson and some of the things he could do, but he's not an anomaly though, ladies and gentlemen. He's not. You know what I mean? You just got to get the right guy to go in there and plug in and do the things you do. And I think we'd be fine, because I think our core is set. You know what I mean? So let's see how it goes, Shot Powell. I'm not sure if I think it's an end all be all, but we did see it coming. That's all I can say.
The one thing I didn't see coming was the Harvard Purdy thing. I thought Harvard Purdy would have came back with the $2.4 million or something like that, and he didn't. So, but that must mean that we got to pick up two big men. I mean, we got to pick up two big men, a backup center and another guy that's 6'9", 6'10", 6'11", that could be a swing power forward / center too. So we'll be fine. I think the guy that we had in the league, I forgot the guy. The what's his name? The one that just left. The one that was the one that was on the pitch.
Purdy.
No, the one that he wore the same jacket like that Cat used to wear. Fuck
Jameson.
Yeah, Jameson. I don't know why I can't remember his name. Yeah, Jameson. I think we could get him back here. You know what I mean? Maybe on a nice little small deal, being the backup center and somebody else. I mean, fit somebody else with that mid-level exception that we got that's up to around $6 million, and don't even have to use that whole $6 million. You can probably use $3, $4, $5 million and get Jameson in here too. See what happens, man. They're gonna willy deal it, man. We probably gonna get two big men though. I don't think we oughta. I think I don't even know. Did they do Clarkson yet? Is Clarkson signed?
He's not signed yet.
So Clarkson ain't coming back. I don't think they're gonna get Clarkson. Clarkson son got offered somewhere $8 million from Sacramento, I think it was. I don't know if he took it or not like that, but that was out there in the works. I seen that through Bleacher Reports or something like that.
You know, and you also can do. I mean, he could trade that because of the amount of money he get, and with the Knicks got shit. You could trade somebody for DeAndre Ayton. He only making $8 million this year, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think his cap is $8 million. So you can even find a way to get DeAndre Ayton hypothetically. You know what I mean? Or like I said, if you bring in, even though the guys that we might not think are Mitchell Robinson, but we always got to remember, and I think Geraldine just hit it right on the head. Every team goes through. Look what Boston lost the year before. Porzingis, Al Horford, and Cornette all in 1 year. They lost all three of them dudes in 1 year. And look and Boston still won 60 games last year, something like that. It's about the system, ladies and gentlemen. I love Mitchell Robinson. And y'all know I'm a homer, but I understand it though. I get it. It's the business of it, and I guarantee you Nick's going to make up for that some way. Because remember, it ain't like he wasn't once dangled out there. They literally was about to get rid of him last year when they traded. Yeah,
he was in that trade. He was in that trade. Yeah,
he was in the trade for Cat. You know what I mean? And so it's like you can't. One person is not, unless you're a bona fide superstar, is going to change the trajectory of your franchise. Like Mitchell Robinson, because we lost Mitchell Robinson, don't mean the Knicks can't get back to the championship. I disagree with that. You know what I mean? Because it's about, it might have to take a couple of guys to do what he do, but you still can get back there. I don't think Mitchell Robinson stops the Knicks from getting there. He's an integral part of what we did, and we're going to miss his offense rebound, his defense. You got to find a guy who you can plug in there. They might can't give you everything Mitch can get, but they might can also give you some of the things that Mitch couldn't give you too. So it's a 50-50 thing. You know, you might can't get Mitch's rebounding, but the guy he might be a little bit more inclined to blocking shots, like three a game or something. I don't know who out there. Like I said, the guys I just named, they out there, but I'm not worried about a shot power. I think the Knicks gonna be fine. I think this core is built, so you got to bring in one or two dudes. Looney, I don't think Looney's the answer to me. I'm not a big Kevin Looney guy because I think he passed. Yeah, I mean, and even though Jake Fisher from Bleacher Report put that out there, Stephen Bonnie said that he said I haven't heard that. He more tapped into the next Stephen Bonnie than Jake Fisher from Bleacher Report. He's like, nah, that's not accurate. We haven't heard that around here. So it's a lot of people out there that's projecting. They throwing out there to get clickbait out there. Everybody clickbaiting right now. Go on X, man. Everybody telling me this is what's gonna happen. No, it's not. Until Leon Rose tell you what it is. Leon Rose tell one of these people in the media what's gonna happen. That's when you will know. Everybody else speculating right now. They speculating on everything until Leon Rose say this is what it's gonna do. He's gonna tell somebody who he trusted in the media first. Then they put it out there, or like Shams Carano, whoever, I don't know who it may be. But we just got to.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
and don't sleep on the Knicks trading somebody too. You know, I mean the trade because we got two guys that we're talking about right now that may not get too many minutes in Pacone and Tyler Kolek. I mean, perfect trade pieces. You know what I mean? So that may be something too that they can still get two more guys and bring in two extra guys for those guys' contracts too. I mean, so we could maybe make bring in two guys off the money that we have left over and make a little trade or something like that with one or both of those guys to bring in another two guys or something. So it's a lot of ways that the Knicks can still get to some money and fill out this roster and be stronger. We can make the bench way stronger.
Hey,
the only thing you got to do.
I'm not mad at that, Craig McQueen on Clint Capella. I'm really not. A rim runner, shot blocker a little bit, get down there. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, put him around these type of players. A lot of these guys being so many teams.
I wouldn't mind seeing him for a second off the bench. Yeah, I wouldn't mind him off the bench. Not a problem. I like Capella.
And much as even though we may think Nick Richards is not that guy, but look at the teams he played for the last couple of years. He was in Charlotte when he got here, just got to Charlotte. Then when he goes to Phoenix, you got Mark Williams, you got all them dudes in front of him, and then he get injured, but then he went to Chicago. You know what I mean? So, but now all them three teams I just named, ain't none of them the Knicks. They don't got no Jalen Brunson. They don't got no Karl Anthony Towns. They don't got no Anunoby. All them three teams I talked about where Nick Richards went at, they wasn't on this level. They he was probably competing against guys who just came out the drag because a lot of them teams was in the cellar. You know what I mean? Or they was, but you know what? But anyway, still. He can give you some rim protection. Like there you go, JJ. There you go, JJ Goga, Batiste. See, it's guys out there. It's literally guys out there, and he's a shot blocker. I like Goga down in from Orlando. He's a shot blocker. You know what I mean? He's going there.
I would love to get him. I didn't even know his name was out there.
Yeah.
So good looking on that one. I'd go get him quick.
Yeah. It's guys who can fill that role, and it might. And listen, if you take the sentimental part out of it, then you just go do what you got to do. But this is really was expected though. It was expected, yo. That's all I'm saying. And they're gonna find a way to get that. They'll bring somebody in there. It might have to be by committee or whatever. But like you lose two centers. But like I said, with $8 million, if one of them dudes just want to play, you give them $3 million. You give both of them $3 million. Two centers.
Yeah. And keep some money in the bank, and you can make another trade if you want to then too. Now you got $2 million in the bank, and you got Tyler Kolek or Pacone that you could trade off for both of them contracts is about $2.5 million. You could definitely get another big man off of a rookie exception or something like that for $2.5 million. So there's some willing and dealing that's going to happen. I think those trades may be towards the middle of the season, towards trade deadline with Pacone. But we'll see what happens, man. Hey, I'm not worried about nothing about these New York Knicks. We still got our starting five. We still got we got Alvarado. We got Shaman back. these guys are gonna produce, man. They know they're gonna have to play a little harder because Mitch not here now. So you're gonna see some more extra rebounding and stuff like that. I believe that.
Yeah, hey, John, I don't think he's a free agent, but the reason why I say that, think about what Orlando just did. They went and signed Vucevic, who was with Boston. He went back to Orlando where he first got drafted to. Vucevic, who was with Boston, and when he got traded for Chicago last year, he went to Boston. He's down in Orlando now, where he got drafted at. So that means if you got Wendell Carter Jr., now you got Vucevic. I can see Goga getting moved in the trade because he ain't gonna want to pay no third fiddle. Now, when you got Vucevic and Wendell Carter Jr. down in Orlando, he ain't gonna want to play third fiddle. So he could be a dude that could be moved. It's gonna be some scenarios out there. I think that depending on what happens, you can find the right guy. And Goga fits in that money range. So you never know who they might have to give up, but. I think Leon Rose gonna be cooking up something. I believe he's cooking up something, ladies and gentlemen. We know that he ain't gonna sit there and be idle without Mitchell Robinson and Hot Porty. You know he ain't doing that. So it might take a couple of days, it might take a week, who knows? But I'm quite sure before it's all said and done. Like I said, Ayton out there. Now you got Kessler out there. How's DeAndre Ayton gonna want to feel having to play behind him and whoever they brought out there? So. You just never know. The right situation got to come to fruition, and you just never know. But I think something will pop off sooner or later. Other than that, man, we just got to, John Rock, he literally went down to Orlando. He got traded from Boston last year, from Chicago, but that's why they signed Mitchell Robinson and they still, I think Quentin, what's his name? My name, right? Quinta, whatever, Nesma Quinta. I think he opted in or whatever. So I think he's gone. As a matter of fact, let me tell you right now. And a lot of guys out there, but I think he definitely, I read that on X the other day, he went either 8 and 9 million or our money left. Yeah, so I think only. I think you had to do something with some getting a couple people out there, Nick Yak, if you did get 8, because we got 8 or 9 million now, but you still got a couple contracts on guys who might not be getting no burn anyway. Who knows? Because like I said, once they shine Shaman back and shine Alvarado, much as I love the young guys, we in championship mode, and I don't know if they're gonna keep them dudes.
Those two guys are expendable, man. We talk about a little bit of money that we couldn't give to Mitch. I mean, we definitely, those two guys, if they want to make another move or big or something like that, $2.5 million. Both of them about, one is 2.4, one is 2.6 or something like that, somewhere around those numbers and stuff like that. I get them mixed up sometimes, but they're right around $2.5 million. And there's a lot of guys that you could trade right now to get that $2.5 million up. $2.5 million in a second round pick or 2 second round picks to get some of these guys. And they got some money exceptions too. They can give some exceptions away too. There's a whole lot of things the Knicks can do. I'm not worried about what they're gonna do. I wish they would do it so we could talk about it, but it's good that they didn't do it now. They probably ain't even gonna bring nobody into after the summer league. They're gonna let it rock all out. They'll find somebody like they was looking for the coach, and they'll bring somebody in after the I don't know, maybe they might bring them in tonight.
Yeah, right. We might get up tonight. Next thing you know, they already got in there. You never know. But other than that, you know what? Like I said, congrats to Mitchell Robinson. Appreciate everything you did for us and what you did for the team, man. And I'm a true fan of Mitchell Robinson, so I don't have nothing but love for the brother. You know what I mean? You go out there and do what you got to do, my man. And to feed your family the way y'all need to feed them, because obviously we not making money, they make it, but that's the business they in, and when you in the business you in, you got to go get it when you could get it. Loyalty is one thing, but at the same time, you got to go get what you got to get, and that's what it is. Celtics cutting cap. That's exactly what it is, John Ross. Because like I said, Jaylen Brown not only owed 170 more million, then he gonna have to re-him up again, and Paul George is only owed two. It'll be 2 more years left on this deal. So I think they saved $70 million by doing that deal. And I think the Celtics banking on, that's going to be tough for the Celtics knowing that Mitchell Robinson and Paul George, who always has an injury history. Not saying they will get injured, but they have an injury history. You just never know, man. So, but I think they know Jalen Brown just coming. Jason Tatum just coming off that Achilles injury last year. They still got Derek White and them guys, so they might think they can get in there. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. Yep, and we'll see how it goes, man. But we'll figure something out. I'm happy with where we at as a team, and I can't be more happy. We won the chip, man. That's all I can say. So, we won the chip, and we had to sacrifice. It's like Boston did the year they won it. After Boston won that chip, they had to shred all them contracts. And the guys that we got, we wasn't shredding our core, ladies and gentlemen. We wasn't shredding that core. That starting five is that starting five. That's one of the better starting five in the league right now. It proves itself worthy by winning the chip. So, it was gonna have to be a sacrificial lamb in there, Shot Powers, and I think Mitchell Robinson just was that guy because he's the one. He's the one other than the starting five will do the biggest contract, and they just couldn't afford it.
Yes, and who knows, man? It's some things brewing. Who knows what could come out of this, man? You know what I mean? We may have lost Mitchell Robinson, but who knows, man? Maybe we might get LeBron. Maybe we might get LeBron. You know what I mean? Maybe he'll come up even $2.5 million. Yep. We keep talking about $2.5 million. He's gonna be a free agent, right? He can sign with what he want to sign with. So who knows? He might want to have a farewell tour with the New York Knicks. That's the closest team, man, in my opinion. Now, for my fandom, this is the closest team in the East that's going to go. I don't know why. I don't even know why these money lines and all these Las Vegas got the Knicks like fifth, and we just won the championship. What they just thought we just accidentally won or something like this? The best series in the NBA history that we just went through. We just beat up on teams and left teams under 105 points. They near the whole series, every games. So I don't know why but I think we got a good front office, and I believe in Leon Rose, man. I think he's going to bring somebody here that's going to be able to contend and help us get back to where we were last season.
Yep. And anybody that you really want, if you had to pick any of them since we talked about, is there anybody that you really want there? Like, okay, I really want this guy. Out of anybody that's available that you may think of, that you know of, anybody you really want there?
I mean, I like that Go guys. I like that guy from Orlando, but I didn't think of him. But I like him. But if we're talking about somebody that already had on the books, the guy from Charlotte, I keep forgetting his name. I like him. And I mean, you know what I mean. And if it comes to the last case scenario, would probably be Nick Richards. You know what I mean. I think if he could come over here, but I guess, I mean, I wouldn't even be opposed to dude that came from, I always keep forgetting his name, dude that just came from Philadelphia, Drummond. I wouldn't even really be opposed to Drummond because I believe Drummond could come over here and spell. Mitchell Robinson was only, let's be clear about this too, man. Mitchell Robinson only coming over here playing like 14 minutes a game. You know what I mean? In the last series, he did play more minutes, especially that last game. But on average, I think it was about 12 to 14 minutes a game. So the only thing we're looking to do is to get a big man that can grab some rebounds and give a little protection down low. You know what I mean? And for 12 minutes a game, 12 to 14 minutes a game. So that's how they ran the system last year. And if we get somebody that has a little bit more offensive game to it, it may change up what we've been missing. You know what I mean? It's another thing that Mitch really didn't have offense unless he rebound the basketball or grab the offensive rebound and put a putback. I mean, so we may get somebody that can have a back down game or a turnaround game or jump shot or a jump hook or something like that. You know what I mean? So when they get the ball, they might not kick the ball out as quick as Mitchell Robinson would. But there's things that they're going to work the system. It's so much stuff, man. It's so hard, but Mitchell Robinson is that guy, man. And I've been down with Mitchell Robinson for the longest, you know what I mean? And he hasn't been healthy. And they made him look good this year for him to get that bag. $47 million. Salute to Leon Rose. I mean, we knew he wasn't coming back. Look, he was in the deal with Mitchell. Who else got traded that didn't sign the contract? Julius Randle, right?
Mm-hmm. Hey, John Ross, I'm with that Quentin Post though. If they can get him on the low, John Ross, Quentin Post, I ain't got no problem with Quentin Post backing up.
Oh, why that name sound familiar?
Yeah, from Golden State Warriors. The boy rugged too.
Oh,
He
that's
can
right.
shoot. Yeah, I love to see. I don't got no problem with that. John Ross, he could back up cat. I mean, because the reason why, look at where he played at. You remember, ladies and gentlemen, he played in a championship system. Steph Curry, Draymond Green, you name it, he was there. You know what I mean? And you go watch the Knicks game. We played against the Knicks a couple times last year. If you're not familiar with this game, go look at some of the Golden State Warriors game and watch Quentin Post. He's a big dude. He can shoot it from out there. He could bang. You know what I mean? Rebound the ball as well. I mean, he's not a bad dude. But at the same time, we'll be okay. I just believe that. I think we're gonna be fine. We just gotta just go out there and let Leon Rose do what he do. He haven't let us down yet, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I don't even think this was about Leon Rose not being able to keep. I would be assuming anyway. I'm not gonna say it wasn't because I don't want to sit up here and assume anything. But I understand why Dolan did what he did. I get it, and I'm telling y'all that's all about that. It's all about Adam Silver and that revenue sharing. He said, I'm not going to that second apron. I'm not giving them up with my money. He that's why he did it. It wasn't because he don't love Mitchell Robinson. He gave Mitchell Robinson the contract. He gave him 4 years, $60 million. But he ain't letting Adam Silver them dip him like that. I'm not paying y'all $120 million on y'all already, taking my money already, divvying it up to all these other teams. He wasn't having that, ladies and gentlemen. And from a business standpoint, it just had to be, it is what it is. So we got to now find a way to recoup. I'm looking to see what's gonna happen next couple of days. You know, I think
yeah. Twitter crazy. You ain't lying about because I'm scrolling to see this case and something happened, right?
Yep.
Twitter posted breaking news: Mitchell Robinson informed New York Knicks that he's buying another pickup truck.
Right. I think that earlier. Yeah, I think that earlier. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. You know what? You become fond of these dudes because we drafted these guys. Like that's why you fall in love with guys like Mitch because he had to struggle through his whole career to try to stay healthy. But make no mistake about it, when he was on the court, he was an impactful dude. You know what I mean? And you grow fond of these guys, man. They grow up through the organization. Came here, skinny little young man coming out of Louisiana, skinny as a box of rocks. And jumping all over the place, stealing the ball, running down court, throwing windmills, blocking shots out of bounds. He fell in love with that stuff, man. What can you do? He's one of us. He's one of us. He's a Knick. You know what I mean? He's a champion. So you fall in love with these guys, and you don't want to see him go, but because we in the business of sports, that's the reality now that you're gonna lose somebody who you don't want to get. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, and Kumbo got traded. You know what I mean? Anybody can get it, ladies and gentlemen. So. And that's the way it goes sometimes. You know what I mean? Anybody could get it. I mean, shit. Look at Jaylen Brown just got traded. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, that's the way it goes. So what you got to do, you just got to have a competent group of people around to make up for that loss. Can they make up for it at 100%? No, but they can make up for 75%. That might be good enough. If you can get everything Mitchell Robinson did at 75% of what he did, then you still won. And with that, you might get somebody who might also got a little bit of offense bag with their game. You know what I mean? So I think it's gonna work itself out. I really think it'll work itself out. We have to see, but I'm confident that we New York Knicks will respond sharp out the way they need to, and just gotta be patient with it though. You know what I mean? This thing ain't get built overnight. Just because you lose somebody overnight don't mean you're gonna get somebody overnight. You break up with your girl, it might take you a week or two to get another one unless you just straight pimp juice. So I don't know.
Tobias Harris signed with the Spurs.
Yeah, he's gonna be. That was a good move for them. That's what they needed. They needed a power forward. I thought somebody had said Rudy Motomura went over there. I got to double check, but they sent
to the Spurs. Oh, I like Rudy. I wish we get. From the Lake Rudy. I see that boy nice boy. He played big basketball, man. He grabs rebounds. I'd like to have him here now.
Yeah. I believe me. Real bad boy moving silence. Watch Leon Rose will cook something up. Y'all gonna be like, damn. Like I said, if you had to do it from a financial standpoint and put a player in there, then you got to go to somebody like if DeAndre Ayton on the move, or if Goga on the move, or whoever you switch around and and especially if they not restricted. If they unrestricted and they haven't signed with nobody, you got a good chance of getting somebody like that. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes. But I think the Knicks gonna pull off what they need to pull off, and that'll be that. And then we just go on from there. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm confident in Leon Rose and them guys what they can do in New York, and I think we get it popping. But other than that, man, like I said, Torrey Eason, power forward. You got some guys 6'9", 6'10", who can. But I think right now the good thing about it, I'm good with Jameson taking Purdy's spot. So you might need one guy because Jameson can do what Purdy did because he know the system now.
Fact.
The system, you know what I mean? So
and he's not gonna want $4.5 million.
He gonna want $1 million or 2 or 3 shit.
Yeah, he want the whatever he can get. You know what I mean?
Whatever he can get. He just want to be in the NBA. So John Collins went to Detroit, right? No, was it Detroit?
I forgot. I heard his name too.
Yeah, I think he went to Detroit, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Detroit. Yeah, he went to Detroit. Yep. But yeah, I saw so far you like Jameson is in the fold, and then then you go out there. That's what I do like about a shot power. To be honest with you, if you could bring Jameson in, it is not gonna. And he only gonna take maybe a $2 million off that cap. You still got almost $7 million to work with, or 8, whatever they got, $8 million. Yeah. Yep. So it's tough, man. Like I said, and I think Purdy. I think the Knicks could have offered him $200,000 left, but at the same time, these guys want to play too. Like Purdy probably get the backup. He probably literally get the backup. Joel Embiid, and what they like about Purdy down, and from what I'm reading, why they like him in Philadelphia because of the way he played. They like that up and down pace. Now you got Brown, Maxey, and VJ Edcombe, and Purdy can get up and down the floor like that with that energy. I think that's why they really was get in on him because his style of play, and he can also get into that pace thing. Play angry, play hard. You're gonna miss Hop, you know what I mean? But you just gotta go out there and find somebody to replace him, man. I think right now we okay with Jameson. Right now, if they sign him, because he's not signed, but if they sign Jameson right now, let him be the backup guy until you get somebody else. So we'll see how it goes. And like I said, the guy rugged, he got a body frame. You be surprised with what you might be surprised what Jameson can do
when he gets some minutes.
Yeah, yeah. You must be like, oh shit, this dude really could get down with minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So you never know. You just never know. You never know. This cat might go out there and shock a lot of people out there. Like, oh shit, he might not. He might make you not even think about Purdy no more if his game is good. So it's going to be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully something comes down the pipe within the next week. But I do believe if they sign one guy and sign him, they good. Shot Powers, because he's third string anyway. He's third string anyway.
Right. I believe they're going to sign him for the third string for the Purdy position just in case. And I think they're going to get somebody with that other. I think they got some type of mid-level exception that's up to $6 million or something like that. So they'll probably use $3, $4, $5 million out of that and get somebody too. So yeah, and if they want to strengthen the team after that, they still have Tyler Kolek and they have Pacone Daddy's contract that they're not going to get a payday next year because they what is it, $5 million and almost $4 million. They ain't getting that next year. They ain't getting that. So wait for trade deadline if they need to make a move. But I think they're coming with 2 guys with the money that they have, like you said, Jameson and maybe a 6'10" guy, because Jameson would be the backup, and maybe they'll run a big lineup with maybe you'll see a big lineup out there, man, because you got 3 big guys in the second unit. You got the Mo D, you have Mo D, Jameson, and whoever else you get. You know what I mean? Or if LeBron comes, then you got Josh Hart in that second unit again, and put LeBron in the starting.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I believe right now I can see Jameson coming back, which I'm cool with. I got no problem with it. He know the system. It's a continuity, ladies and gentlemen. It's a continuity. He has a continuity with that club. He sat there and watched some boys win a championship. He got
a ring. Didn't he get a ring too?
Yeah.
He got a ring.
He spent the whole year learning from Hot Porty and Big Cat and Mark Bryant, the coach. I think the Knicks can snatch him up for 1.5, 2 million, whatever the minimum may be. So you could put him on a two-way deal, let him get 45 minutes up there. You know what I mean? I think he was a two-way already. So I think they're gonna work it out. I think some of the guys like Musa Casey, he's restricted. So whatever they do, they're gonna match that. A lot of these guys who restricted, they're gonna match a lot of them. That's why they haven't got signed yet, because they wait to see somebody give them an offer, then they can counter offer. You know what? Because it's here's the thing that we do also gotta understand. Much as we love Hot Purdy, he wasn't getting no burn. He was third string. He wasn't getting no burn. It wasn't like Hot Purdy was getting burned over Mitchell Robinson and Big Cat. That's why you bring a guy in like that, because we need him just in case a guy go down. Like I said, only Hot Purdy was getting minutes when somebody got in foul trouble or somebody got injured. And even when Mitch was kind of injured, he didn't get a lot of burn at all. But Mike Brown was going with, starter guys playing with these guys that were mixing up.
Yeah, he'll supplement the units to stagnate people. Yes,
people. Yeah, man. When you in championship mode, like you don't bank on a lot of young guys because of inexperience and the chance of pressure busting pipes. But I don't have a problem with him being third string. I don't have a problem with him being third string because he's not going to be moved. He's not going to be playing that much. And you don't want to give a guy $3 million, $4 million, and he's not playing. You don't want to do that. That's crazy. So a guy like Jameson who knows the system, he just know it. So you bring him in there. Nick Nation, what's good, my man? What's popping, my bro? What's good? What's good? Good to see you in the chat, my man. I mean, I know you in here. I know you live. Hope you well, my brother. Good to see you, my man. For real. Salute to everybody in the chat. Matter of fact, man. Salute to everybody, man. Appreciate y'all coming in. But it's still some willing dealing to be done. We got to see how it goes. Leon only don't know the Leon Rose or Brock Allen, all them do. We don't know. We only speculating. We definitely don't have no ears like that. But we keep our eyes open, ear to the ground. We got to get it the way everybody else get it. But I think right now, what I see is Jameson, and then you get the backup center, the Cat. What about Jeremy Shohan? You think he gonna want?
Yeah, you can get both of them. And depending on how much money these guys are really looking for, you could probably get both of those guys. Mm. You probably could get both of those two guys and bring them back. Now you got Shohan, and you got Shohan, and you got a center. And Shohan, if you work Shohan out good enough, you can have him in there with the Diawara too. Yes, I believe you can. I'm not sure how much Shohan is looking to get. You know what I mean? I think he's coming off of his rookie scale deals now. I think he's been in the league about 4 years now. So he might be having a minimum of like maybe $5 million or something like that. No, we got it. I mean, we got about $8-9 million, something like that. $5 million, and you give $2.5 million. That's the $2.5 million bet minimum deal or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't think Shohan's gonna take a bet minimum, but you might give him for $5 million. He already won the ring with the Knicks. Why are you gonna say no? It's gonna be if you don't want to stay here, it's gonna be all right, because you know what Leon Rose has done for the New York Knicks is make them sexy again. He made them. Teams are more wanting to come to the Knicks now than being apprehensive against going to the Knicks. I'll be like, I'm going to the Knicks. No, I ain't nobody going to the Knicks. Now you're like, yo, the Knicks looking for a spot. See what happened with Clarkson. Yo, we got a spot. 2.5. Yeah, let me get that. I take it. Yeah, y'all the way y'all playing. Yeah, I'm down. I'm gonna come in here and play as hard as I can. Mm-hmm. So I believe now the Knicks have a little bit of oomph in the league now, where they're not the laugh out loud Knicks no more. You know what I mean? Now you're like, yo, you want the Knicks is looking for you. Yeah, how much they want? 1.8? All right, I'll go. Let's get it.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard to replace a brother like Mitch, but you still got to do what you got to do. You can't fold your whole team because you lost somebody. You got to keep it moving. One thing that's interesting to me. Yeah, one thing interesting to me. The good thing about what we're doing right now, you only have to sign for 1 year. Ain't like you got to sign for a long extension. You could bring in somebody right now and say, I'm going to give you a 1 year deal. And they might say, I'll do that to show and prove for myself. Like even like guys like Shohan and all these guys, you don't got to give them a long extension. You could sign for 1 year. Get me through this year. Get you through a show and prove year. If you show and prove and you make a difference, we might have some flexibility next year. Because like I said, you might not see Daddy A next year. He got a $5 million cap hit next year. You know what I mean? You might not see that. You know what I mean? And so you're gonna have guys who coming off the books, restructure situation, Cat money. Cat might obviously Cat gonna take some money. So if Cat leaves some money off the table, you might then my man contract is over. We might not bring these guys back. The only thing that I said earlier that but I'm glad the Knicks didn't do it because I like if you was gonna get rid of Mitch, you should have got something for him. But I guess they thought he was that valuable, and they said I'd rather let him walk because he helped get us a championship and stuff like that. So I get it. But it's gonna be interesting going into next year, man. Whatever the Knicks do, we just gotta be ready for it. And stuff like that, and let's see how it goes with these guys. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, now we guard heavy. We still guard heavy. What you got? That's what. Wish y'all guys thought real quick on Shamet. I'm not Shamet. Clarkson, because we guard heavy. You know, we got Deuce, Alvarado, kind of like Shamet, Kolick. I don't know if they bring McCullough back in the mix and things like that. Who else am I missing? Deuce and all that. So we kind of guard heavy down here. Do y'all think he bring Clarkson back, or he might go somewhere now that he got his ring and get another bag somewhere if somebody offer him a little bit more money? What's y'all thoughts on that? I don't know if they haven't signed him yet. Now that they didn't sign Mitch, do you think they do? Do you anticipate Clarkson coming back to the Knicks?
No.
Yeah,
they already got Shaman. I don't think Clarkson's gonna come back. And there's words out there that Clarkson got a couple of offers. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Sacramento, and so it was somewhere in the range of $8 to $10 million they were offering them. I don't know if he's going to come back. I don't think so. And I mean, I you know, like you said, we already kind of heavy. We need some bigs now. And I mean, if I'm looking for players to come back here, I'm looking for Jameson. I might consider another small in the second unit, maybe someone like a Oubre. If we can make the money work for him, I think he's going to be a free agent.
Signed with Indiana 2 years.
He signed with Indiana already. All right, so there we go. How much he signed for?
2 years, $17 million.
17 million. So that's like $8 million a piece.
8 or 9.
7, 18, 17. Yeah, 7 is some change. Yeah, 7 years.
I seen some out there where they were talking about Trey Murphy to Indiana for Obi Toppin, Aaron Naismith, and I think it was a couple of picks. If they get Trey Murphy down there with Halliburton,
yeah, they trying to open it up over there.
And what's my man's name? Siakam, them, they're gonna be back in the fold too. If you get Trey Murphy down there, the third down there with Siakam and Halliburton, that's gonna be a running alley-ooping ass team down there, bro. That shit was crazy. Not that I'm saying they're gonna be the Knicks, but they'd be back in the fold though. And so you know, I seen that. I don't know if it was valid, but it was. I seen that out there. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. You know, to me, is what the Knicks gonna do, how they gonna do it, when they gonna do it. They just got to go ahead and strike while the iron's hot and find somebody who they can get out there. But it's definitely going to be interesting coming up in the next couple of days. The free agency started off kind of weird, but it looked like it's starting to shape out the way a lot of people anticipated. Some good moves was made though. There was some good moves out there. But I'm glad that the main thing is that the guys we brought back, we needed. We kept our core together. We kept our bench together. Only when we lost on the bench right now that was playing so far is what? Mitchell Robinson and a little bit of Jordan Clarkson. And Jordan Clarkson, good as he is, he didn't play a lot in the playoffs. And then at one time they took him straight out the rotation during the year. But he would play. When he did play, he was doing some good stuff in there. So I don't know how this thing's gonna pan out after all this. But whatever they do, we gotta be ready for it, man. Because it's gonna be another. A shooter drop for sure. Who it is, I couldn't tell you. But what they do, I think we'd be ready for it. And when is Summer League? When Summer League come up, ladies and gentlemen? That's coming up pretty soon too, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I keep seeing this guy pop up on my feed. Anybody heard of this guy, Trayson Eaglestaff? If he didn't say something, yeah. He came from West Virginia. He's supposed to be in the summer league for the Knicks. I'm not sure, but Trayson Eaglestaff.
Mm.
So I mean, he's a guard. So I don't know.
Yeah. Free, yeah. So see, even with Kuminga, they probably waiting to see what's gonna happen with Kuminga. He's another dude out there.
Yeah, all those names. Everybody. It's not everybody not jumping on jumping on everything now. They might like I said, we might not hear another trade until after the summer league.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Vucevic, Ari Williams. Yeah, that's so right now.
I thought Zubac got picked up.
Zubac got traded when he went to Indiana from the Clippers for Ben Mathurin last year.
Yeah.
He got traded in that Ben Mathurin trade. And it's like I said, they're gonna be if Halliburton come back healthy. And now that if they do that trade Murphy the third deal, you're gonna be a pretty good team. Like I said, Nick Nixon shook up the whole NBA, ladies and gentlemen. He said, "Here you go."
Everybody trying to make moves now. Everybody trying to make moves. You got to put a big, or we got to get some more bigs. We got to stop Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, because even with the free agents, Nick Richards, he's out there. Colin Sexton went to the Lakers. Anthony Simons, Yabusele, they signed Zach Collins. I think right now he's unrestricted too. So that means that they don't sign Nick Richards back, which I don't see why they say how the hell does Zach Collins keep getting these contracts, ladies and gentlemen? He ain't played it so damn long, healthy wise. I don't know how the world he be getting these contracts, but they be giving them to him though. For sure. So it's interesting how they gonna pull that. Free agent for the Dallas Mavericks, Dwight Powell, restricted. CC is restricted, unrestricted Marvin Bagley, unrestricted Chris Middleton. He probably wound up going to Miami. Dwight Powell unrestricted, and Brandon Williams, the guard, he's unrestricted for Dallas. Out of that group right there, Marvin Bagley is unrestricted, non-bird rights. Casey, they might try to re-sign him. I would think they would for that team. So I think Denver, they got their eyes on LeBron as well. They looking like Bruce Brown, unrestricted. Tim Hardaway went to Miami. Unrestricted Tyrus Jones. None of them guys that we would really think about doing. Extension eligible Jokic, Valanciunas, Johnson, Zeke Naji. 4 years, $92 million. Damn. So yeah, it's some stuff still out there available, but it's eating up pretty fast. I think a lot of guys will be gone pretty soon. But you know what? Our Knicks did all right, man. We'll be all right. Just hang in there, man. Let's celebrate this beautiful 26 championship. Let's look forward to 2026 and 27. Let's hope that Leon Rose get out there and yeah, you're right, John Robb. Huff, I forgot Huff was down there too. They'll be okay. They're gonna be pretty good. Bassey is unrestricted. Like Quentin Post, I think he's restricted though. So the early bird rights to him. I think they're waiting to see what's going on with LeBron with these guys. I think LeBron is holding up the whole matrix, ladies and gentlemen, from a certain standpoint. Once they figure out what LeBron gonna do, it's a shame. It's amazing. 41 years, and he still is that prevalent where he can hold up a lot of shit in the NBA. Really, that is crazy to me, but that's his game is his game. So we'll see how it goes with that. But we just got to just stay locked in and see what's going to happen, man. I just want us to get a backup center, and we'll take it from there. And if we do that, we'd be okay. We really would. But yeah, man, ladies and gentlemen, we just got to keep hope alive. But I'm excited about the season, though. I still think we got a chance to repeat, man. I see Jalen Brunson already working out. He
already doing squats and everything with the heavy lift. Already.
Jalen Brunson on that back-to-back Villanova shit. He like, I'm already on it. Jalen Brunson and Tim already working out. And I just think these guys, the way they played in the playoffs, remember, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't play like that in the regular. They discovered something in the playoffs. The team, the way the Knicks played in the playoffs is the way they're going to be playing throughout the whole season. Now they done discovered something. So you know, I mean, they was locking shit up in the playoffs. Only allow 100 points a game and number one offense, number one defense. And, you know, I mean, obviously Mitchell Robinson was a big part of that, but you know, you just got to get somebody in there, get a couple of guys in there, man, and do it by committee. This New York City Gritty committee, you know, it ain't about one person anyway. Ain't like we losing Jalen Brunson, a big cat, you know what I mean? So, you know, we lost a valuable piece, but you know, we just hope we can go get a couple of guys in there who can do that. If you get a good power forward, to me, if you could sign a nice size power forward in the center, and I think we can make up some of that stuff. You know what I mean? We can make up for it. You usually have to go by committee. You get a center who can rebound real good, but your power forward can block shots and score, then you still got stronger. You know what I mean? So if you combine both of them number together and they giving you what Mitchell Robinson will give you rebound wise this year, about 9 rebounds, 8, 9 off the bench. So you got to find
somewhere around there, 8 or 9, somewhere around there.
Yep. And much you might not think and like him, but I think Drummond to get you them rebounds. And I'm not saying go get Drummond, but that's what he do. He's one of the best rebounders. Average 8, 9. He ain't gonna do it like that, but shit, you just never know. You know, then you go get a power forward like Jonathan Isaac or somebody. I think he might have signed back with Orlando. But we're gonna keep an eye on this because I think it's gonna pop in the next couple of days. I think something's gonna pop in the next couple of job hours. I really do.
That Najee name is a good name to look at. I think he's in college now, but I think I'm not sure. I think I seen somewhere that he might come to the summer league, right?
Yeah, we still got his rights though, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we still got his rights. I think that I heard something about him coming to the summer league. I mean, you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but some will pop off, man. But I'm looking forward. I'm ready for the season to start right now. Let's go get this repeat shit on. Let's go ahead and fight.
It's about to start right now. Divine, next week the freaking summer league start. The Monday, right? On my born day.
Yeah, okay.
I think it doesn't start. I don't know if the Knicks playing start Monday, but I think they start next week, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it should be about now. Once the free agency over for they go into it. Because I think they got the guy, you know, matter of fact, the guy who's gonna be coaching the summer league is one of the guys who was the Warriors coach. Somebody who the Warriors playing for overseas, he gonna be on the summer league roster. The coach, his coach, whoever the Warriors was playing at, is gonna be on the summer league team. So it's between Miami and all these. It's gonna be interesting. He's gonna be crazy next year, man. The old NBA gonna be crazy. I thought it was good this year. I think it's gonna be really interesting this year, man. I really believe that it's going to follow.
Yeah, summer league. Wait a minute. The 2020-26 begins July 3rd, 2026, when the opening of the regional preliminary events followed by the primary Las Vegas Summer League, July 9th. Summer League. All right, so it officially opens on the 3rd, but I think the first game is July 9th, which is Thursday.
Yeah, you make that makes sense, Preddy. So yeah, I thought. So you think they're gonna throw Preddy said they think he's gonna be the power forward. So yeah, if that's the case, Prez, salute to my man Prez too. If they are gonna throw the war at the 4, then you're right. We only need a 5. I have wanted him to be the 3 because of his fluidity, his game, his ball, his skill set. But yeah, if the war are gonna be the backup 4 to Anunoby, then you're right. All we need is a center. And I like so far. I like that we got the Courtier, Alvarado at the 1, Deuce at the 2, Shaman at the 3. The war, like Preddy said, the war at the 4. Yep. And you just got a guy to go into 5 and go out there and get it popping. That's really, and I think that's a good. I like that because of the way Mike Brown mixes and matches the starters with the reserves, with the second unit. Mike Brown do a good job. He had Anunoby or Cat in there with one of them guys, so he's good at that. And I think he did it well in the playoffs. And I think that's what we got to. What we got to, he's able to mix and match the starters and the reserves pretty good. So I don't think it's going to be too much to worry about. Like I said, you're missing. That's a big loss, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get me wrong. Losing Mitchell Robinson, but you can't harp on him no more. He gone. Like, what you gonna do now? We can't even harp on him no more. You know what I mean? It's over. Like, Mitchell Robinson is much. He's not coming back to the Knicks. So we need to move on from that and find that person who's gonna come in there and help fill that void, because it is what it is now. You can do about it. So Mitchell Robinson is a Boston Celtic now. You know what I mean? So much as we miss him, it's a wrap now. You know what I mean? He on the ops. And I'm saying he's not an ops, but he on the ops. But he gonna feel some type of way for not getting the bag. So but let's see how it goes. See how it goes. I think it's gonna be whatever they do. That we're gonna be all right, Shot Pilot. I believe that. Knicks going back. I still think we get. I look up and down the East. That roster's set, bro. I'm talking about that. We 1 or 2 players from filling it, and then we go get it. You know what I mean? We going in and make it happen. Well, Grimes and Lake at 15 a year, yeah. That was interesting. See, that's what and to me, I think Deuce had a better year than Grimes, Nick Yak. I really did. If he got 15 million a year, I think next year when Deuce come out, you're gonna have to get Deuce some money. Even though I think Grimes got a little bit more bag, but I think Deuce and Bryant is a more consistent 3-point shooter, confident more, consistent and confident. Then I think Deuce is a confident 3-point shooter. I think Quentin Grimes can shoot it, but he's streaky to me. You know what I mean? But Quentin Grimes, I'm gonna tell you what though. Quentin Grimes, Colin Sexton, Austin Reeves, Luka, Walker Kessler, and they brought a couple other guys. They ain't gonna be too full. I'm not saying they gonna go out there and do nothing in the West for to win it all, but they got still a little team down there though. They got some guys who could play. So that's what's gonna be interesting about whether they bring Rudy back or what they're gonna do with DeAndre Ayton. That DeAndre Ayton will be a good backup for the Knicks at $8 million. You only got to sign him for 1 year, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck it, 1 year. So if the Lakers don't do nothing with him, pick him up, Shot Power. Pick up my man. And he got a skill set that'll work around here, man. That's where I'm at with you, Prezi. I think we signed Jameson to a minimum. Get Jameson that minimum with you on that one, Prezi. Just get him.
2.5, baby.
Yep. Get a man some money. He earned it. He was there. He on the championship team. Just give him some money. Shit. And like I said, you're gonna be surprised what happened. I mean, that cat pile, you know what? Shot Power, to be honest with you, sometime that the Knicks probably figured that out. They like, well, you know what? We can get this guy to a certain level. He could give us Hawk Purdy minutes. You know what I mean? That's what I think the Knicks was looking at overall. Like, okay, if Jameson could develop over the summer, work on his game, which he's probably working on all year, ladies and gentlemen. That's one thing about him, DeWara, Tyler Kolek, and all the guys. They probably working on their game all year long. Like, we probably didn't get to see Jameson play a lot because he was, what they call it, two-way, whatever. But it ain't like he was sitting there learning the system, though. You know what I mean? The Knicks might got a surprise for them. The Knicks might be like, okay, we see what you could do. Because the Knicks didn't really bleed him. They could have got rid of him anyway. You know what I mean? So they kept him. They kept him because, let's see how it goes, man. Whatever they do, I hope it works out in our favor and we get it popping, man. But we're going to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We just want to get in here and cut up with everybody and just, talk about the Mitchell Robinson situation, every other thing that's going on with us. But we still got work to do. We still got work to do. We'll hit y'all later on next week when the summer league and everything come out. Something pop off before then, like tonight. You know us, we'll jump in here. We come in and get it popping. That's the one. Nick, yeah, that's who Shaw Powell was talking about. Diabete.
Yes.
Call it Diabete.
Yes, that's the man I was talking about. Diabete.
Diabete, yeah. He's another
Diabete, yes, that's who I was talking about.
Yep.
I like him from the Hornets. Yes.
See, where he would give us that block shopping mentality, and he rugged
right.
too. Like I said, you could feel that. I can see a Diabate and DeWara and Shaman. I can see that. I literally can see that. You know what I mean?
He would be a trade. He would be someone like we would trade. I think his contract is somewhere. If I'm not mistaken. I think he's a trade. He's not a pickup. He's not available. I think he would be a trade. He's still, I think, a rookie. I can't remember. Was it 2.5, 2.8, somewhere around there. somewhere like around Kolick or Pacone's number. I think his numbers is.
Hey, what's that? Canubler, the tall young man down in Charlotte.
The new young boy.
Yeah, not Canopal. The other guy, he's a center, big 7-foot dude. Colliburner or Colliburner. I can't probably mix up the name, ladies and gentlemen. Does anybody know how to pronounce it? Yeah, there you go, Colliburner. There you. And if not him, then yeah, absolutely. There you go, my man Freddie. Great mind, think alike. There you go, Colliburner. He's another 7-footer young dude who got size. They can go in there and bang down there and all that stuff. So, like I said, you got to watch the Knicks, man. It ain't over till it's over. But he's another guy that you can go out there and get. Colliburner. That's in Colliburner. Yep. It's gonna be interesting to see how this thing go, man. But it's gonna be really, really interesting to see how this thing pan out. But a lot of teams gonna be trying to do something. Here go Knicks situation. They got Knicks right here. So right now, Clarkson unrestricted, Hockenpurdy gone, Trey Jameson unrestricted, Non-Burr Wright, Dylan Jones, and Kevin McCullough Jr. Them the only free agents left with the Knicks. Robinson gone, Clarkson, Hockenpurdy gone, so you can take them out the mix. So really, you got Clarkson, Trey Jameson, Dylan Jones, and Kevin McCullough Jr. Them the last remaining free agent for the New York Knicks. And
welcome Jameson back to the
right. And then and other than that, Stinson Elabo, Carl Liffey Towns 273, Mike Maldebride 4 years 92, Josh Hart 132, Tyler Kolick 4 years 92 million. That ain't happening. No, that shit ain't happening. But anyway, here you go. This is what I want to see right here, ladies and gentlemen. Here goes the Orlando Magic. Jet Howard, Javon Carter he went somewhere. Somebody else got him. Moss Wagner went to the Nets. The Nets gonna be a playing team, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Yeah.
He went to the Nets.
Moss Wagner, yeah, he signed $19 million for I think a couple of years.
Oh, they're gonna be all right over there.
Yeah, Nets. Listen, they did some good things, man. I gotta give Sean Marks credit. And they signed Deron Sharp. They got Julius Randle. They still got Michael Porter Jr. I think they still got Javon Clowney. I mean, they got him. So the Nets might got a chance to go and sneak in there, man. And they still got some work to do. So, Brooklyn might be a playing team this year. You never know. Stinson Elabo. Goga Batiste, Stinson Elabo. I don't know if they're going to keep him. Not when you picked up Vucevic and all them. I don't know. That's instant.
What's his salary?
If he get it, let me see. His salary is right now. Goga is active. Let me see. I don't see his salary numbers as far as but I don't think they're gonna extend him though. I don't see it. I think he probably be he be out of there. I don't think they're gonna send him. Not like I said, you picked up Vucevic, you got Wendell Carter Jr., then you still gotta deal with Suggs, still gotta deal with you already got Bob Wagner under contract. I think Suggs under contract. But you still gotta deal with Jonathan Isaac and all these guys. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm not sure how they're gonna work that out. I don't see a salary here, and this is just his stats. Let me see if I can get his overall. But he's definitely a Stinson Elabo pretty soon, so we'll see how it goes with that. Yeah, he's that brother 6'11", 250. He put his ass right on down here. I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah, you might. Those guys a little expensive.
Yeah, he is.
I think I think he around $7-8 million or something like that. He a little pricey.
That's all right. I'll take him. We got $8 million left, right?
Depending on who we sign. If we get him, we might have the same Jameson. I think that'll make us 14 at least.
Okay. Had to deal with the two-way dudes. Yeah, it's gonna be. I think you could put Jameson. I think you could bring with Jameson, McCullough, and them back on two ways, right?
I'm not sure. I didn't even look. I don't think McCullough's coming. I don't think none of those two ways going to be here next year. I think we're going to have a whole new two-way guys. Yeah, I think we're going to have a whole new three. We're about to see him whenever the summer league starts, we're going to see him. So I don't think none of those dudes are going to be here. None of McCullough, none of them. I don't think none
Wow.
They didn't transfer over to a regular salary. Jameson did. Jameson might get lucky. I think Jameson would be a good pickup. If you was going to offer Hucker Purdy $2.4 million, $2.5 million, I'm pretty sure that you could probably offer Jameson that same money.
Purdy
So
said
that's what
Purdy
I'm
said two is already done. Hey, AP.
Who?
LeBron, no, I'm talking about he's AP. LeBron at the 4 over there. So you got Maxey, VJ, Jaylen Brown, and LeBron James. That's nice. I can't even front. That's nice. That's nice. And that way, even if Embiid don't play a lot, he still got his also 4 right there though. But we locking them up though. The way it looks right now, we got weight stop over here, ladies and gentlemen. 100 points a game. So I mean, we throw Anunoby on whoever, throw Mikal on one of them, throw Josh Hart on another one, and see how it goes. Well, we gotta get that bona fide 6'10", 6'11" dude to go in that defense side of the ball in the second unit. That's what we gotta get. We just gotta go get a defense monster. We'd be okay. Yeah, but watch we cook though. We gonna cook. I'm telling you, Knicks gonna cook, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling y'all, they gonna blew something. Y'all gonna be like, oh, y'all gonna forget about everything that happened once Leon pulled something out the bag. He ain't let us down yet, ladies.
I know Leon's about to do something. We're gonna probably end up having 3 players. You know, I mean, where we at now? 11 or 12? 11 without the Nichols. Nichols is probably gonna be 12. I don't even know if his money is included into the cap. Is it?
I'm not sure.
He's around $2 million or something like that. So if he's 12, that means we only need 2 players. So if we get a power forward and a center to start the season off and still come up under $2 million, or still have like a couple of $100,000 until the trade deadline, yeah, we good. We make 2 trades. You know, I mean, you know where they're gonna will and deal. They're gonna trade 2 players and get 3 players back, or 2 players. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but we still got Tyler and we still got Pacone if they decide that they need to move another contract for another person. So
let me run through this list right quick, ladies and gentlemen. Spurs added veteran Tobias Harris, Jackson Hayes, who was with the Lakers, went to the Jazz, and then Kessler signed with them, and they signed Jackson Hayes. Pacers Kelly Oubre deal 2 years.
I know that.
Keith Martin, Milton agreed to a reported deal. DeAndre Melton, DeAnthony Melton, excuse me. Lakers agreed to. They got what's my man for Toronto? The Smackaveli, Mamu Kesavili. Oh yeah, Mamu.
Yeah.
Kesavili. They got Sexton, him and Grimes. The Lakers. The Lakers got Kessler. Robinson to the Celtics. Wagner to the Nets, Conley to the Celtics, Vucevic. Magic reportedly set to reunite with Vucevic, like I said earlier. How Purdy got to deal with them. Norman Powell went to the Chicago Bulls. Marcus Smart went to Houston with Yume Doka. Yume Doka had him in when they was in Boston. John Collins went to the Pistons. Bogdanovich reportedly agrees with that was a good move for them because he's a good shooter too. They needed somebody who could score and knock down some shots. Bogdanovich reportedly agrees with the Rockets. Wade reportedly to the Dean Wade. That's another guy, ladies and gentlemen. The Rockets got Dean Wade too. You know what I mean? So they cooking over there. Philly did pretty good with that new front office. My man Collins signed there. Kennard with the Phoenix. I forgot Brooklyn got that boy Ellis. You know what I mean? Yeah, that Brooklyn did some good shit, yo. I'm telling you, they might make the play in because you could put Keon Ellis, Julius Randle, Clowney, Michael Porter Jr., Deron Sharp. They bought some dudes there. Bones Holland stayed with the Timberwolves. Tim Hardaway Jr. headed to Miami. DeAndre Jordan playing back with the New Orleans Pelicans. My man Osme Dane, he returned to Milwaukee. Achua staying in on Sacramento. Landale did sign with the Hawks on a 1-year deal. Robert Williams, he stayed in Portland. Fontecchio, he's staying in Miami.
The 3-point shot is a good thing by them. So them some of the guys that just really got signed out there. So there's still a couple of names that be going on out there. We see how it goes. But I forgot about Philly's got Dean Wade. So now you got right now as it looks, it's going to be Maxey, Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, Dean Wade, and Embiid.
Damn.
Yeah, they got a good team down there. He's a good. I know Cleveland hate losing him, but I think Cleveland did that because they think they get LeBron James. I think LeBron James waiting to see how what they're gonna do in Cleveland because I think he don't want to go. I don't think he want to go to a team if they ain't really got that championship.
Right? Yeah. This is my last year. I want to go all the way. Mm-hmm. Even if I don't make it, I at least want to be. I want to be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what the difference in all these teams we talking about, ladies and gentlemen, and I cannot say it enough. They got a lot of guys, but we got Jalen Brunson. So that's what everybody better hard for. We got a winner over there running for us. We got a bunch of winners on our squad. They won in college. They won. That's the difference between all these teams. That's like, I don't care what Philly them got. Philly, I don't care what Boston them got. We got guys who know how to win. All our guys are one on every level now. All of them are then one on every level. The main three guys, Anunoby, other than Anunoby, he didn't win in college, but he won. That's his second ring. You know what I mean? Cat was a winner. You know, you got Jalen, the three guys from Villanova winners. You know what I mean? We just got a bunch of winners, man. That's what separates a lot of the team. Like I always say, we got a lot of team shot power. They talented, but they ain't won nothing. You know, they haven't won anything. Joel Embiid talented, but he ain't won nothing. You know what I mean? Paul George talented. I don't think he got far, but these guys that Jason Tatum did. But we look up and down the East, you got a lot of talent. But I think winning mentality trumps talent. I know a bunch of talent dudes who don't know how to win in big games. Like I said, until these teams get that winning mentality, they ain't fucking with the Knicks. Because Knicks know how to win. They know how to win. We got a winning team, and they know how to win. You could throw them same guys out there, and they're always gonna play winning basketball. And
yeah, they're about to do another Villanova, right? Do it back to back, right? Why not, right? Why not them, right?
It's one thing to have a talent. It's another thing to have a winning talent. A winning talent. I can go up and down the pipeline and name a whole bunch of dudes who are uber talented, but they just ain't had that winning mentality, ladies and gentlemen. James Harden. You know what I mean? Donovan Mitchell. We can go on and on about a lot of these guys, man. You know, but our guys, but on every day and one on every level, they mentality. So I like where we at. I'm good with our continuity. Like you said earlier, Sharp Powers, we coming back with our continuity. I like what these teams did. The East gonna be a juggernaut. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the Knicks can't not win it, but I think they still can win it. I mean, I still think they can win it again. I think they
gotta figure it out, man. The Knicks already know what to do, man. We just won a championship. Everybody act like this team been together a couple of years. All these teams that you just mentioned, Devon, look like they're going to be good on paper. Remember that word that we use, good on paper? They look like they're going to be good on paper, but they're not. You sitting here telling me you got Edgecombe, Maxey, you got Brown and Embiid. Who getting the ball? They're going to have to figure that out. They're going to figure out how they got to work that time to pass the ball, who going to shoot, who going to have those big shots, who going to make the big decisions, who going to hog the ball when they need to. They're going to have to make those decisions. That's not easy to make. And somebody's going to have to step up. It was Maxey's team, but now with all these players coming to this team, now it's Maxey-ish. You know what I mean? It's not the same anymore. You know what I mean? Because the guys that coming onto your team now makes you, are they as even as you? Is they the A? Because he was the A1 on the team. I wasn't even thinking about NBA. I was more worried about him. Now is you going to be the A1 or is Brown going to be the A1? You know what I mean? Or you whatever? They'll figure it out.
I tell you why I'm not scared of Philly though, because on the half court they're going to get exposed. And Knicks exposed them in the half court. Look what Mikal Bridges did to Maxey in the playoffs. Locked him down. Him and Edgecombe, they got locked down. They locked them dude down so bad they swept them, motherfucker, Joe. Mikal Bridges locked down all them dudes in the playoffs. So they're an up and down team. But when you get them in the half court, First of all, they're not a big team. Maxey, Edgecombe, and Jaylen Brown, they're not a big team. And Embiid makes them look big. So I'm not worried about them because, like I said, they're gonna be predicated on running up and down the floor. But when you get them in a half court set, different ball game. That's
a fact, man. I like your analogy on that one. That's a fact. Right. They're gonna want to push the pace, but when you come down to the half court game, you know what the Knicks do. We turn you into a jump shoot, right? We turn you into a jump shooting team. I mean, and not favorable shot, not favorable shots, not wide open shots, contested. I mean, semi. So yeah, I ain't worried about. I'm just feeling that Leon's gonna bring in about 3 guys that we're gonna be like, oh snap, yeah, we right. Well, what happened? Who was Mitch? I miss Mitch already, but I'm pretty sure that this team is not gonna lag off. We're not gonna stay the way we are right now. Plus, we got to get about four more players. We got 11. We got to get about 4 more players. So we got to get 4 more players. So let's see what happens.
And let's keep this a buck, ladies and gentlemen. Tyrese Maxey nice, but he ain't no Jalen Brunson.
Facts.
BJ Edgecombe is a nice young man, but he ain't no Mikal Bridges. Jaylen Brown is Jaylen Brown, but we also got Anunoby in that spot too. So Dean Wade and Josh Hart. Dean Wade is a nice 3-point shooter, but he don't rebound like no Josh Hart. He don't got a Swift Army knife bag like Josh Hart do. And then Big Cat now with Joel Embiid at this stage of his career, he ain't Big Cat neither. Let's keep that shit a buck, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't too many teams in the East can fuck with the Knicks when it comes to that starting 5. That's why we went to. Ain't too many teams can do that. The Knicks got a solid ass starting 5. They got guys. They got a good wing stops. They got wing position. They got one of the best, if not one of the top 5 point guards right now in the game, arguably. You know what I mean? And his game is Maxey's nice. He can shoot the ball from deep. He's a very fast dude, but he don't got no bag like Jalen Brunson, though.
Oh, you talking about Jalen Brunson? Jalen Brunson is the nicest point guard in the league. Didn't he just get the MVP? He got the MVP. How many MVPs he got this year? 3, right?
Yep.
He got 3. Wait, how you do it? He got 3. He got 3 of these. He got 3 of them MVPs. Yep. Easton, the Cup, and the MVP for the final.
Yep.
You see why he do it now? You see why he do it now? All right, I'm stopping.
Hey, listen, you can add with me to the resume because he just sent everybody home.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, ladies and gentlemen, y'all hear me say this shit over and over. Y'all, it ain't no hyperbole. Every single player y'all think they talk about in the East, Jalen Brunson sent all of them home. I cannot say that shit enough. And we need to have some respect for that, man. Hey, Jalen Brunson, name every team in the East. Right now, everybody in the East, Jalen Brunson sent all of them home since he's been a Knick. Think about that, Shot Powers. Every single player up and down the Eastern Conference, Cade Cunningham, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey. Shit, you can name anybody in the East. Antetokounmpo, Jalen Brunson sent all them motherfuckers home. That's for real. Sent all of them, except Holly. I'll give you, there you go, X-Jordan the Great. There you go, my man. I appreciate that. Right, for that one, except Holly. But everybody else, he sent them home, bro. Sent them home. So, I just think that it's going to be a different season. But you know what? Until somebody beat the Knicks, just like OKC, we got to treat the Knicks like they did OKC because they know what they said. OKC, know what they were saying this year, Shot Powers? The team that beat is OKC, am I right or wrong? Until they got beat. Well, right now, you got to say the Knicks is the best team to beat until somebody beat them. Just like we said OKC was the best team until the San Antonio Spurs beat them. So I don't care what these teams did. Still, New York Knicks is the team to beat, ladies and gentlemen. And until somebody send them home, the New York Knicks is the best team in the East, right? Or in the NBA, because they won the championship. I don't give a what these teams
right.
The New York Knicks is the best team in the NBA because they were the last one standing. And you got to get that respect to any team. Fuck that. We ain't ducking no smoke in New York. Let's get it, yo. The Canyon of Champions. We got a banner going up in the garden, ladies. We ain't trying to hear all that. We got him. We got him. So I'm good. This man ain't let us down yet. It's gonna be a new season. And listen, Knicks might not get there, but you still gotta put them there right now until somebody beat them. Until somebody knock the Knicks off. The best team in the NBA is the New York Knicks. Until somebody beat them. When we get to if Knicks ain't in championship year, then they're the best team. But right now,
and
let's get it.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my fandom. But for me, this year, this season, this team has been the best team that I've seen the New York Knicks put together since I've been watching basketball. I mean, we have a MVP point guard, a defensive specialist at the shooting guard, juggernaut at a Swiss Army knife and Josh Hart, a juggernaut defender of OG, and Cat, one of the most dominating centers, that's been in the game.
Top 5.
I mean, come on. I mean, what else we got to prove? What else we got to do? We organize the things that people don't even pick. We ain't even worried about. I mean, even though they have been 25 and 2, but the way the Knicks score is just phenomenal. So any given night, any guy's going to step up. And this is why I'm not worried about this team, because fire starters, we've been calling this starting for how many years? Fire starters.
Fire starters.
Year before, they was like 100 points. This year, they dropped down a little bit because they played better basketball. Only thing we need now is some help in the second unit once again. I mean, that's it. I mean, and we can get somebody that can fill in those 14. I don't think Mitch got up to 18 minutes only in the finals. I think he was around 12 to 14 points the regular season. I mean, so we could get somebody to fill that in. I mean, that intensity, that big rebound and all that stuff, we got to hope for that for who we get here, because we knew that with Mitch being on the court, Mitch on the court, he might get a big rebound like that, because we know that from him. So we got to put our trust in somebody else. That's the worst part about being a fan and getting to know these guys. This is our oldest Nick that we had here, 8 years. This is the man, Mitchell Rollins, flex, big, all that. But
Brad,
he's not here no more.
He's not here no more. Hey, Prez, they ain't understand that Mamba 11 Prezi the Balls. They don't understand that Mamba 11. They not understand the Mamba 11, my man. I'm trying to tell you, this dude has been doing this shit since even Jalen Brunson born to play basketball.
That's a fact, Prezi. You're already doing dips.
You're already doing. He in the gym already. Just got out the championship game. He already in the gym, and all them other ones in there too. They already in there. They trying to get it, bro. I'm trying to. Yo, this cat been doing it since high school. Championship high school, championship college, this what he lived for. And until somebody in the league can shut that down, I ain't sweating it. It's all good. We gonna be okay there in Germany, New York. That we gonna be fine in New York. You know what I mean? I don't care where we end up at, long we in that top 4. It's gonna be a juggle. The East I'm not saying it's gonna be easy for the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get my enthusiasm that we ain't gonna be going through some shit. We gonna have to play some real talented teams. The East got much better this year, but I still think Knicks better than all of them. I think they're better than all of them. A lot of them gonna be beating each other up. We got Jalen Brunson, ladies and gentlemen. Jalen Brunson. They all gonna be good. Atlanta got better. Philly got better. I think Boston, you can whatever. Obviously, Miami got better. Man, up and down that roster, them teams got better. But you know what? We don't know what's going to. We got to wait and see what we did. Ain't done yet. You don't know what the Knicks gonna do. The Knicks might go out there and shock all us. They might shock all us. Like, oh shit! I didn't think Leon Rose was cooking this up. You never know. You just don't know. But one thing about it, we got that core. I think we got that core. I think the way we played, the way our core is solidified, ladies and gentlemen, they are solidified. One of the top 5 centers in the game, one of the top 5 point guards in the game, one of the best two-way players in the game with Anunoby at his position. Mikal is a real good two-way player. Josh Hart is a good two-way player. Now you go to the bench, you got some guys. We just got to get them two bigs. Get a big at that power forward or whatever. Bring us 2 more guys who could contribute to that team. We good, man. I'm good. I think Knicks coming to play. I think they're gonna be more hungry than anything because that's how they roll.
That's a fact.
These guys are professional. One thing the Knicks got that a lot of players don't got, a lot of teams don't got. We got really true professionals, bro. And I can't say that enough. These guys come to work with their hard hats on every day and they boots. They get at it. Like I said, Jalen Brunson working out right now and everybody else. They gonna get it. Let's see how it goes. It's gonna be tough though. It's gonna be tough. But I'm confident we got a chance to repeat. It might not be easy. We might not repeat. But my confidence level is high that we can. I'm not saying we're gonna do it. But I got the Knicks going back there, and until somebody knocks us off, I'm not going to say nothing different. You know what
I got the Knicks going back to the finals next year. Book it right now. I don't think I ain't. Listen, and we all sitting here talking about these other teams that they might be the teams that match up against each other. Mm-hmm. Philadelphia might match up against Miami. What they gonna do then? You know what I mean? So whatever, man. I'm not second guessing this team. We just won the championship. Every game we came on, y'all don't get it. I mean, that maybe it's just me. Every game, me and Devon came on this channel. The Knicks have not lost in how many years we've been doing this, Devon? So you ain't gonna get me to thinking that the Knicks gonna get out here and lose. We lost Mitchell Robinson today. You know what I mean? That was a big loss. Yes. All right, we lost today. If you want to say we lost, we lost. But Mitchell Robinson won. Mitchell Robinson won a ring and he won a bag that we couldn't give him. So I'm happy with that. I mean, I'm happy with Mitch moving on. I hate that he went to Boston.
I hope Mitch dominate the league next year, just not against us. That's all.
Right. You know what I mean? Hack a Mitch all day.
I hope he busts Embiid butt. I hope he busts Giannis butt. I hope he busts all them dudes butt, but just don't bust Big Cat in them. That's Mitch, my man. Hey, Mitch, do your thing, Mitch. I'm happy for you, my brother. Like I said, man, I'm a Mitcher. I'm a Mitch dude. Go do your thing, but just not against the Knicks. Because if you tear everybody else up, that makes it easier for us. Because think about it. I guaranteed you, Philly, the Embiid thing no matter who they brought in there, you still need Joel Embiid to get to the finals. I don't care who they brought in there. I don't think Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, and still with Dean Wade getting you to the finals without Joel Embiid, whether you like Joel Embiid or not, they ain't getting there without him.
They small too, Devon. You just said all them names. All them guys are small, man.
Yeah.
They're like 6'5" and under. I think. I'm not sure of Brown. But I think he's about 6'5", 6'6", right?
6'7".
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And we got guys who can defend them. See, that's what
no question.
We got guys who your team's best players. We got guys who can defend all of them. All of them. Think about that. And then they showed improved in the playoffs. They shut them dudes down. They shut down after my man had his first couple of good games. Who Jalen Johnson shut down. What's his name? C.J. McCollum shut down. Then we went to the next series. Maxey shut down. Edgecombe shut down. Joel Embiid shut down. But Paul George was hitting a couple of 3-pointers in the first quarter. After that, shut down. Then we went over to Cleveland. Shut James Harden. Mikal Bridges shut down. Donovan Mitchell them shut down. All the dudes that they had in there both been shut down. Then we get over to the championship. Wembyamba, thanks to Mitchell Robinson, Big Cat, all right. Castle shut down. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, we got a solid ass. I know it's a new season, AP. I ain't mad at you, my brother. I get that, but it's a new season, but we got the same players. Same players. Same thing. Knicks gonna be fine. I don't care. Listen, a lot of them teams are a player away, NG away for the derail their whole season. Boston Celtics, good as they are, let Paul George go down, or Mitchell Robinson go down, or Tatum go down coming off that Achilles. They done. I think a team you might have to watch if they get Trey Murphy. I think Indiana be back in the fold. There you go, Daniel Argello. Stay hungry back to back. He does leave a big hole. It's gonna be hard to replace Mitchell Robinson, but you know what? That's why we call him New York City Gritty Committee, ladies and gentlemen. And I think we're gonna be over. I think we'll be fine. Let's see how it goes. We're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna get it popping. But listen, man, let's get it popping. We about to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We can do this all night, man. It's good to be here with everybody, though, man. We just chop it up. You know, we're gonna keep our same positivity about our team, man. anytime you come on Knicks Real Talk, we're gonna stay optimistic about our team because they ain't let us down yet, ladies and gentlemen. Knicks ain't let us down since Leon Rose came in this thing. Haven't let us down step by step. First round, second round, third round, fourth round. Yeah, I hope Liberty win it too. That APAP ain't that crazy? Becky Hammond got knocked out of the cup game by another short guard, and Nescu dropped like a 50-footer on it to lock it up. I was like, he did Jalen Brunson, and Nescu come in there. They win the cup. I think Liberty might win. They get a chance to win it the whole thing this year. So I'm excited about it, man. I'm really excited. But that was a good. I loved that though. That I'm like Vicky Hammond. Must have these New York guards. Though we must have these guards in New York.
It's funny. Earlier we were talking about Caliburkin or something like that from Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his name is really hitting the trademarking now.
Okay.
Using one of the trades that we have right now, Tyler Kolek or Pacone Daddy. So look to see 7'1", big dude, like 5-6 points a game or 5-6 rebounds a game, 1 block, young. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
His name, I just went through the feed. I seen 3 people mention it. So that's funny. We talked about it, and I'll go look through the feeds, and people talk about them too.
Ooh, I like that young guy. That he got his size down there. And he can shoot the ball, shot power, stretch the floor too. Can shoot it from deep, good. He can shoot it from deep, good.
Yeah, he definitely.
What I like about him, he got the size. Because you know what everybody doing now? Everybody trying to get. That's why it only hurt me about losing Mitchell Robinson, because everybody trying to gear up for Wembanyama. Guys like that, yeah. You know what I mean?
This is another great point because I'm looking at didn't they just trade LaMelo Ball, right? They don't got no point guard over there.
No, they got I think who they brought in there. They brought somebody in there though. They're gonna be a nice young team. I think they make Knopo and Brandon Miller the future. That's their squad.
Okay, all right, okay, okay. I was just thinking because they could go here. They ain't got no real point guard. They could use Tyler Cole over there right now. They need a point guard. So. Something to think about. It's out there. We talked about it, and I go read the feeds and this and this. So I guess maybe whatever.
Yeah, I won't mind him. I won't mind that young man because, like I said, he got size. Oh yeah, there you go. Preddy said Kobe White. That's what they signed. There you go, Preddy man. You on it, my man. Thank you. They signed Kobe White, $74 million 3 years, $75 million, something like that for 3 years. So yeah, they got him, Knopo, Brandon Miller. They're gonna be a nice little young team down there. And so we gotta see how it happens there. Tatum White, Jalen Brunson. I still like my man. Look, you got Gymnastics and Bam, Tatum and White, Holly and Siakam, Scotty and Kawhi, Brunson, Cat and OG, and B Maxey and Brown. I'm still taking out 3 over all of them. I'm still taking out 3 over. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna be crazy. You can get into it, man. But
man, they do got a lot of senses. I looked at that too. They got another young boy over there. I don't know him though, but they do got a couple of young people.
That's what. So I think they're gonna want to get rid of some of them. So you never know. You just never know. But if with our team is gonna be interesting. You like everybody. The good thing about what we got, what I like about right now, Shot Powers, even Daddy, even Cole and all they all on the books. You know what I mean? Like our whole team, only one we lost was what? Mitchell Robinson so far, and Hot Porty. I always go Hot Porty, Robinson, and maybe Clarkson for the guy that was playing. Well, Hot Porty wasn't playing a significant minute, but the good thing about it, we did and brought back the whole team. I just knew that the money was gonna be hard to get Mitchell Robinson back here. I kind of knew that. But let's see how it goes, man. I'm excited to see where this thing's gonna go in the next couple of weeks. I hope we get the. I'm hoping that they get it done, Shot Power, sooner or later. That way you can go into the season knowing who you can start shaping and molding to the way Knicks play basketball. Now, I think that's important to do. That is to get them while you can, get them early, and give them enough time to get acclimated to the way we play basketball. You know what I mean? And fit into our system. So they go into training camp having the kind of idea. They get to watch a lot of film. They get to sit down with Mike Brown. They get to sit down with Jalen Brunson, all these guys, and understand the Knick culture.
and understand how we play basketball, what we trying to accomplish. I think that's going to be important with whoever we decide to get. I hope we get them early. That way we can get an hey Nick, yeah, we lost Jameson. Somebody signed him. I know. Yeah, he's not. We did lose him. You're right. I forgot about. I forgot about Jameson, but he's one guy that could be in a fold. But let's see, man. Let's see how this thing goes. I'm still going to be.
Charlotte just signed Nas Reed or something.
Yeah, he got traded. He got in a Melo Ball trade.
Oh crap! I didn't. Oh man.
Yeah,
he got a bag though anyway. Yeah, that's why I started looking at it because I knew that I thought, oh man, they got a couple of centers over there.
Yep, Nas Reed came in there with that Melo Ball trade. Nas Reed and
Trey Mann, right?
Yeah, Trey Mann was there already.
I mean, well, I'm talking about Trey Mann.
Nas Reed and because Nas Reed went there. Julius Randle went to the Nets. Nas Reed went there, but somebody came in with Nas Reed over there to that trade. And I think that's what's going to be. They said, like I said, that's why I can understand why that Kyle Brenner dude can play a role on the Knicks because he got a rookie deal, and if you got Nas Reed, you got Diamante.
They got Ryan and Diamante and Nas Reed. Because they let go of Bridges, right? Bridges not there no more. They traded
Bridges in Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix. Yeah.
Who they trade him for? Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal.
Oh, they're not even on this roster.
Yeah, Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal got traded for.
Grayson Allen is here.
Yeah,
Grayson Allen is here.
I'm trying to think who that came with Nas Reed. It was somebody else too.
Now Brian, let me see. Brandon Miller.
No, that's their future right there. Him and Canova. He been.
You're right. I thought all right. They don't got a picture for him. I'm trying to look. It wasn't Grant Williams.
No, he been there. Grant Williams been there.
Grant Williams been there. Lame. Soy James. I know they definitely got Nas Reed and Allen here, but they still got Bridges on the team too.
Yeah, he going there. He signed with. They traded him to Phoenix. Like they're gonna be another. They was good last year, man. They was right there. They was at the cusp, man. But I tell you what though, I like that LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards backcourt. I think LaMelo will be throwing that shit to Anthony Edwards all day. You still got Here's what I like about that team: LaMelo Ball, Edwards, and my man Jaden McDaniels. And you still got Rudy Gobert there. So whoever they gonna fill into that Randall spot,
and that's gonna be the team that moved to the East.
Yeah, right.
That's gonna be the team that moved to the East. If that expansion come, those two teams that they pick up is going to be the Sacramento, whoever the Sacramento used to be, and Las Vegas. So the closest team to make it to the East would probably be that team.
Yeah, because I think do you think OKC go back out to Seattle?
No. Then they just they got a new arena in OKC.
Oh, they did. Right. They put it in there. Oh, okay.
Right. What arena they put?
Somebody going? A team going to go to Vegas.
Yeah, they're going to open up. Yeah, that's going to be the expansion in Vegas, and it was another Seattle Knuckle Bucks. What was they called them? I read the thing, but I can't remember it now. Knuckle Bucks was it the San Antonio? What was it? The Sonic? What was it?
Seattle Supersonics was once that's who OKC was.
Once it was Las Vegas Knuckle Bucks or something like that.
Okay, I think they're gonna get a team out there because you already got the Raiders. You got the Raiders. You got the Las Vegas Aces. Now I think they're gonna bring a pro basketball team out there.
Yeah, they definitely gonna make a Knuckle Bucks. I think that was the name of somebody. That's gonna be West Coast, and they're gonna pick up another West Coast team, which was probably the Supersonics or something like that. Not the Supersonics. That was actually OKC. So I forgot what I remember.
Minnesota, if that was, they kind of close to the
right. They close to us. Then
that's a possibility.
Yeah, they'll probably push them over to the East Coast.
I thought I heard something about Portland Trailblazers owner was talking about moving the team too. I'm not sure, but I heard about something like that. Portland
Yeah.
We'll see how it's gonna be. It's gonna be interesting, man. The NBA gonna be lit this year, though. I can't even front. It's gonna be lit this year, man. It's Miami in the fold now. Like I said, it ain't gonna be no easy road, but I do believe when it's all said and done, if we stay relatively healthy, we'll be okay. I think
Yeah, they gotta figure it out too. So I ain't worried about them.
Yeah, we'll be healthy. I think we're gonna get it. But listen, man, we're about to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting late.
Nick Yak, I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but I'm just saying if they was, I believe that they'll bring two teams into the West. And since Minnesota is so close to the East Coast, I think they'll drop them over to the East. You know what I mean? And they take one team away, add two over there. That'll make it even on both sides. I believe. I'm not saying I know anything, but I believe geographically they look like they'll probably be the East team. Because where else they gonna put an East team at in the East? I mean, so if they wanted to add 1 and 1, I think they'll move. My opinion, I'm not saying that, but I think they'll move them over and add two teams in the West. That's what I believe.
Them and me, I think no matter what happens, let's hope in the next couple of days, man. I hope the Knicks find out get to make this move, whether it's a trade, whether it's a signing. I would love to see the Knicks get this thing ready before Summer League. Get this roster signed, sealed, and delivered before this thing is over with. That way we have enough time. If the guy we bring in, give him enough time to master the culture. It'll make it easier when it's going into training camp.
We're talking about those two guys over there. They might make Summer League.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That would be interesting because I do think I think we good. I like we got Shot Powell. I think we got the 9 already. I think the starting, the rotation is already set to me so far with our starting 5: Alvarado, McBride, Shamet, Diawara. Just bring in the center. That's all. Bring in the center. Then everybody else will be situational. You know what I mean? They'll be situational. But I do think if you get that center in here, we be good to go. Especially if they got to put. I think you're gonna have a breakout year, ladies and gentlemen. I think the Diawara contract was 4 years, but only 2 years guaranteed. Smart move, because if he break out, then Knicks will ram him up in a couple of years and have his bird rights and everything. So I think that was a good move by the Knicks to do that. Or he opt in or whatever. And if he show improve, then like when Colican and Daddy club option money go off in the next couple of years, you can hold these guys down, man. Let's see how it goes. Carly, I think my man, and ladies and gentlemen, in all fairness to my man, we gotta give this to Alvarado too. Alvarado came here halfway through the season, ladies and gentlemen. Now Alvarado get to go in a training camp with the Knicks. See, you got to put all these variables in there. He came here, had to learn the system halfway through the season on the fly. Now Alvarado get to come in here from the training camp rip. It's different. It's different. That's one of the things I think we got to keep in mind, that the Alvarado you've seen, it might be different now because he gonna get a full training camp with the Knicks. He already kind of know the system now. I think he's gonna be fine next year. I think he's gonna be fine for the Knicks next year. I'm looking forward to all these guys. I think Shamm's gonna have a good year because he get to come from the rip, not injury, coming off the injury this year and everything, like he had the shoulder. I'm looking forward to these guys really getting it in, man. So I'm hoping they stay healthy and they get out there and get it popping, man, and all that stuff. And they do that, shot probably gonna be okay. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, y'all enjoy, if I don't see y'all until the next couple of days, have a great week. Enjoy your 4th of July weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Just be safe out there, hydrate, man. It's getting crazy out there. The weather is like ridiculous.
Man, it's supposed to be like 115 degrees in New York tomorrow. 115 degrees. Wow.
Yeah, exactly, yo. So y'all make sure y'all hydrate, the mess of electrolytes in y'all body. And just stay hydrated, man. Pick them cool spots. You don't need to be out there in it. Don't be out there in it. And enjoy the rest of your summer, man. We'll see y'all next week, man. And of course, if somebody pop off a foot in, we'll see it then. But like I said, once again, Mr. Robinson, we love you, my man. Good luck over there. Go do your thing, my man. We wish you didn't have to leave. We wish you still was here. But obviously, that's business is business. It works that way sometimes. So we love you, my man. Do your thing, my brother. Go out there and get your money. Take care of your family. and help Boston be like in the play-in. Right? We want you to do good, but we want Boston to be in the play-in. Thank you, Big Mitch, my man. Real talk, my man. Mitch Robinson, my man, the block nest. And it's all good. But listen, man, thank you everybody for coming in, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe for y'all lead the show or hit the button for us. We'll see y'all, man. Let's go, Knicks. To all the champions in the chat, y'all champions. To all the champions in the chat, to all the champions where you're watching out there streaming from, to my brother champion here in the panel with me and everybody. We see y'all in the next round, man. We out here, man. Peace.
Peace.
Thanks, everybody.
It's so hard
to
say goodbye to Mitchell Robinson.
I love my man. Peace.
You are now about to witness.
Knicks real talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual facts. It's your man, the brand is hands on, going hard like calluses. Who styled this? Aiming at the mental with the game analysis. On a pregame show, read the script, you know we get it like crypto. On the rip though, I side really cryptic, we locked them from the get-go. On this Knicks show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT trip club leading up to tip off. We shoot like confident, put your Nick content in beast mode like my charm. We a cheat code, we roll the bar too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Price Knicks going to the wire. Hit the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, so we are popped up from the third eye. You heard why? It's the number one pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your broke to the end of that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding on orange blue skies. And Metropolitan, we connecting the vets go wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms of fast and fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Knicks assassin.
You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire! He's on fire! He's on fire!